Explicit content warning. Easily offensive contains subject matter unsuitable for anyone under the age of 18. Every episode is meant to be taken as satire, and we do not condone racism, bigotry, or acts of violence. Thank you for listening to the Easily Offensive Podcast.
Like my goddamn tits. My boy tits hurt. I sat on my boy tits.
Welcome back to Easily Offensive, friends. We are here once again, and we were just speaking before the podcast started, and Zach, I have to say, I disagree. I think the Holocaust did happen.
Listen, there's just like no proof. I mean, you ask any of the Germans post-dated.
Yeah. If I remember right, they said they were on spring break.
Oh boy.
Wow.
They all went to visit their aunts and uncles. They
Vacation.
went to visit them in Poland.
Oh.
You see somebody that has glasses on the end of their nose, though, you instantly believe them, right?
I do.
No, not
you think
really.
that they're more informed than you for sure.
Oh, I do feel like they are very informed.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're visually impaired. That doesn't make you smart. That just makes you unfortunate.
Yeah.
I believe things that I know instantly I shouldn't believe.
Yeah.
Just like that. Like, oh, that guy has glasses. He's smarter than me.
Mm-hmm. And they just have to talk in a certain way.
Yeah.
Very dignified, scholastic kind of way. And you're like, I'm in.
I
to
noticed
whatever
that
this guy has to say.
immediately, like if somebody tells me anything, I believe it immediately. And then later I'll be like, that's probably not true.
I've
I
definitely been in that position.
I'm so trusting.
It's weird. And this is the worst part is you're like, I want to trust people, but then people do shitty things. And then you're like, no, I don't want to believe people.
Yeah.
And that makes it hard.
Well, it's like it's
Not my
like
dick,
having
but
two
everything
close
else.
friends and something happens between them and one of them tells you their side
Yeah.
and you're kind of like, man, friend B is kind of a dick.
Dude,
I always
shit.
feel
And then
like-
you run into friend B and they tell you their side of the situation. You're like, wow, friend A is full of shit.
Yeah. Because
You know
for
what I
whatever
mean?
reason.
And then you're like, I don't know what to do because I fully believed this guy and then I fully believed this guy and they have completely
Different.
I feel like
Conflicting stories.
whenever somebody does that, comes to me and says, look at what happened here, for whatever reason, I always felt like I got the guy that was keeping it 100, as the kids say.
Yeah. I don't know if they say that.
That was
but
They were on
I always
God.
got, yeah, there were, the
No, they were
the one,
meeting God.
the one that I talked to first was the one that was keeping it real. For whatever reason, I'm like, at least I get the trustworthy
You know
one
what?
every
And then-
time.
But
Yeah.
You think?
you know
Yeah.
what I think I've learned in the last couple of years is that people, for the most part, don't look at things from other people's perspectives.
For sure.
So there's a quote I heard recently, and I fucking like when I heard it, I was like, that's true as shit. There's one side of the story, there's the other side of the story, and then there's the truth.
Yeah. It's always somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Almost always.
Because and I've been really trying to focus on like if I get in a confrontation or a situation and I have immediate feelings about it, I'm like, okay, how is it like I try to look at it from their view.
Yeah.
And and a lot of the times you're like, I was right about this and this, but this part, I don't know if I was.
It's a pretty adult way of looking at things, like just taking a step back and being like, maybe emotions are getting in the way of it.
Yeah.
And,
Well, and
yeah.
I've had the opposite problem too, where like something will happen and I will profusely apologize and just try to patch it over so that we can just put it in the past because confrontation to me is the most
it
difficult
sucks,
thing in the world.
right? Yeah.
And I recently, not so recently, but I learned that I'm prone to guilt, and that's a thing.
Oh, me too.
And I've felt this my whole life, and I've never heard somebody put like a phrase to it. And so when I saw a video or something, like how it explained. I was like, that's exactly it. And they're like, you're prone to guilt. If something happens, you automatically assume the guilt, and you think, oh, like I was wrong, or I'm the one that's fucking up, and you're afraid to assert yourself or like stand up for yourself a lot of times, because you're like, what if I do that and the whole time I'm the one being a dick? Like, I'd rather just say sorry and just get this over with, and put it in the past.
Dude, that's me to a T. And I feel I'm prone to.
Do you have that problem too, Zach?
No.
I'm
You're
prone
the other
to.
way.
No, I'm exactly the opposite way.
Yeah.
I'm prone to
Stubborn
telling the
as a
truth
mule.
too. Like in kind of a big. I've gotten kind of blunt in my older years,
I'm blunt.
and
I'm
I'll say what I mean. I'll try and soften it a lot of the times,
Nope,
but I'll
not me.
say what I mean, and then immediately have like just such
Regret.
regret about it for the whole
No.
day. I actually have a story that involves him, and this is so stupid. One day at Coke, when Zach and me were working there, something really bad happened to Zach. I don't know what it was. Like something, he was just not having it, not having a good day, bad start, right? And I walked in, and Zach was walking the other way, and I said, like, kind of like quietly, I was like, "Hey, what's up, man?" And he just kind of just kept walking, like he was looking like not, like not having it, kind of. Dude, my whole morning was fucked. I thought it was.
Yeah, you thought you did something?
Yeah, I thought.
He's like,
I thought,
he found out. He found out I masturbate to his photos.
That's how it is for
Yeah.
somebody that's prone to guilt. If you get home and your wife had something, is she not in the mood to talk,
And it's your fault.
and she's just kind
That-
of quiet, you're
yeah.
like, fuck,
Okay.
fuck. You're sitting there like thinking,
What did I? Okay, that is something that will happen to me, and it's because my wife and my son are the best things that happen in my life.
Yeah,
and I
well-
don't want to lose that, so I'm like, what the fuck did I do? That is the only time, but any other time,
don't
I'm
give a
blunt.
fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
Do you know what's funny?
I even stay out of people's business now. I'm like, you got
Don't
your
care.
life and I got my
Right.
life. You fuck off
But
with
like
your bullshit.
with people that I care about, it's like
Even-
my friends, my family, all that. Like I'll be like, so that day, right, for like 6 hours, I'm telling you, there's 30 seconds that goes by that I'm not thinking about it. I'm like, what did I do? Like I'm like,
yeah.
I'm reeling. I'm
Dude,
like,
when I get something that
like,
stresses me
so-
out, I'm literally physically sick.
I was thinking like, did somebody say that I said something to Zach, or like, you know, like I'm trying to think like, did somebody
Well,
like,
and you can go over
like-
it 100 times and be like, I didn't do
oh, and I
anything.
made it worse
and
and
it
worse in my
doesn't
head.
matter. You're like,
Right.
I did something. I fucked up.
And then Zach finally he pops on Marco Polo just to talk about something. He pops on. I was like, oh, here it is. Here, I'm gonna get
shit,
it.
I'm gonna get
fucking
railed.
get it. I was like, I was ready. I was like,
Did
And
you
then-
know any of this?
I told him later.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, later
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
And actually, right then, because of like just the waterfall of relief that washed over me after this.
And
'Cause,
then,
like, I
and then
finally-
do you overspeak to them?
Oh, way too much. Yeah,
Yep.
it was way too much because like
As soon as you find out that Zach is
he had no
not
clue.
upset at you, you're like,
Overshare.
Yeah.
just probably sent like 5
I
fucking videos in a row. Like,
over-
Zach's like, what the
I
Christ
over-
is going on with Blake today?
I overdid it
Zach's
so
all
much.
like, shit, he's gonna kill himself. I gotta say I love you back.
Well, at a certain point, I see the polo come in, right? And I'm like, finally. And then I'm like, and I put it back in my pocket because I was like, I can't take it yet. Like whatever lashing I'm about to get, right? And then finally I'm like, all right, let's see what
in the
this is
parking
about.
lot doing those breathing guys.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. I'm pep talking myself.
You know,
Like,
I
man. My man.
have recently been able to stand up to myself, or stand up for myself, and not feel any kind of way about it.
that's good. Well, that's when you're
'Cause
sure
I
that
know,
you're right.
Because now I'm a couple years into knowing this whole like prone to guilt thing,
Mhm.
and I've realized that other people really just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
I mean, some people give a fuck about how you feel, and those are your friends and those are your family. The other people that you run into throughout the day, they really don't care.
No,
They don't care.
they don't.
You run into people that are acquaintances or like somebody that you know from like seeing them, like another vendor or something like that, and you see them and they're having the worst day ever. You're like, oh, that sucks. You really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
yeah, you don't.
And they really don't give a fuck.
'Cause
When
what
you're
can you
having the
do?
worst day. Yeah.
'Cause what
it's
can
like-
you do? You
it's
can't-
like whatever. You get through it. You
Yeah.
know. It's like as a human being, if somebody dies or somebody gets hurt or something like that, we have a certain level of compassion for it. But really,
How many wrecks were there
the
this
day-to-day
week?
struggle. And
How many people died in snowy accidents just this week?
I don't know.
And you're like, that sucks. That's sad.
well, you can't.
You don't necessarily care.
You can't attach yourself to that many people, though. But
No,
like,
you can't.
especially if you
Well,
don't know
we're
them.
built not to like. If you cared deeply, or about every single thing like
You
that,
would have killed yourself a long time ago.
Oh, you'd be
Yeah.
on overload. That's why we
Could you-
have friends. That's why we have family, because those are the ones you're supposed to. But you can't.
Could you imagine being an empath and just latching on to
every single thing.
single feeling
See,
everyone
I
has?
feel
Here's the
like I
thing.
am an empath.
I don't think you are.
I feel.
No, yeah.
I don't think you are.
Well,
Like-
I think everything's a spectrum,
Yeah.
and Blake's on the spectrum
No,
So here's
I-
the
of
thing.
empathy.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing.
Well, there
about
is, but
empaths.
there are like serious empaths, like not like
no.
So
not,
there
I'm
are-
not in like a clinical way,
No,
but
no,
like
no.
I think
I just think like so if somebody actually felt other people's feelings as much as like they make it out to be,
Mm-hmm.
especially TikTok girls. I can tell you right
I
now,
can relate.
you would shut down.
Oh yeah.
You would
A lot of them
be
do.
so
A lot of them do.
bombarded.
That's
that
where
you
a
would
lot of this,
be just
like,
emotionless.
Anxiety and depression comes from. I think
Yeah.
that's probably a
But
big
that's
part.
the
like,
thing is, I don't
as-
think you would have that ability to be depressed or anxious because you'd just be overloaded all the damn time.
Well, and that would cause it.
But it wouldn't because you get to a certain point of just being bombarded by things.
Dr. Phil.
But no, like, come on, like
No,
really,
I'm pissed now.
Desensitizes you. I
You
guess.
pissed me
it
off.
does. It would
I
desensitize
can,
you.
I can see it.
I'm standing up for myself, and
Go
I don't
ahead.
feel bad about it. Fuck you, Gavin.
You're, I want you to know you're fucking wrong.
Dude,
So-
I'm sorry.
So-
Just because you want to touch the razor blade.
So let Blake finish his story there. He finally watched the video.
oh yeah. So I finally watched the video.
Which
With
video?
My Marco
when
Polo.
he sent the Marco Polo.
Oh, okay. We're
Right.
back in the story.
and
Sorry.
like I still never finished it.
He's done being an empath now.
and
we do that a lot.
and
Yeah, we
God
do.
damn it,
I
keep
was-
hitting this.
like part of me for like it was probably like 4 or 5 hours or something like that, and for the most part that day I'm like longing for you to reach out, and then you finally do it. I'm like, shit, like I can't take it. I'm like, this is too much. Why is he doing this? And then and then I open it. He just starts like talking about some like regular shit, and then I'm so confused because I was positive he was so pissed
You
at me.
convince yourself throughout
Yeah,
the day that
And then he was just like, and and you're just talking about regular work stuff and day stuff and whatever. I'm like, I think I like sat there for a while, sat on it, and then I'm like, so are you good? Like he's like, yeah, what the fuck's the problem? And I was like, dude, I thought you were fucking like pissed at me or something like all day.
oh, you're fine. Then why did you ruin my whole fucking day?
Right? He's all
And he
like,
was like-
why didn't you say hi back? You
And he-
sound like such an emotional girl.
Dude, I know.
Asshole.
I felt like it.
Do you know how long I've been worried about how you feel today?
Dude, I guarantee you I grew a gray hair too that day. Like and I was like, you're good? And he's like, yeah, why? And I was like, this morning I thought you were pissed at me. He was like, no, just such and such happened and it pissed me off and I was in a bad mood. I'm
I
fine now.
decided not to say hi to my
And he was
friend.
just fine. He was just like, but the look on his face was like he didn't look at me really, like he just kept walking. But the look on his face was like, I should have never fucking started here with you. Like it was just like,
I think it was if I'm trying to remember right, it was because my truck was the only truck that wasn't built,
yeah, it was some bullshit, and it
and
was
I had to build my own route, and no one else helped me,
very frustrating.
and so I was late in the day.
Yeah.
But I mean, after I got out of the warehouse,
It's whatever.
it's just another fucking day. But in that moment, I was just like, I think I walked past him, and I was just going straight out to smoke before
Fuming.
I fucking left.
Fuming, and I would have been too, but like I'm not like people react to things in different ways. Like if I would have been, if they would have informed me of that just then, I would have been reacting in a much more.
Explosive manner.
There would have been a lot more volume to it.
Fucking
I
asshole.
like,
See, most
I
of the time,
Well, the
I
fact
could
is
be.
your route was
let's say-
massive.
right.
For
yeah.
example, I'm pissed at Zach, like furious. He did something that was just flat out not fucking cool,
We'd be like, we get it.
impacted me personally. I'd be like, and I just sat on it for 24 hours, and I'm just so pissed. And then I fucking see Zach, and I'd be like, "Hey man, what's up?"
Yeah, I know, right? Well, and it's like I'll sit on things like that, and then when I do get an opportunity to talk to the person, for whatever reason, it's always like rounded out and resolved in like a way softer way than I picture it.
Yeah, you
You
always
know?
think. Yeah, you just make it like this big situation in your head.
Yeah, like I always it like always starts out like as an argument in my head, and then it always ends up like I have to kill this person.
By the end of it, you're like, I'm gonna fucking fight him.
Like, we're
Again,
done, dude.
Again, I'm the
we're done.
exact opposite of you guys. I'm blunt. I don't care. Even to my friends, I'm not like, oh, that's like if your guys' mom passed away, I would feel bad for you. Like Trevor,
That
when
sucks.
Trevor's dad passed away, I felt bad for him.
Yeah.
I did feel remorse for my friends in that kind of situation. But at the end of the day, I have my life to live, and I won't. And it sounds cold, but I'm not going to let something like that ruin my life.
Well,
And
I
ruin
thought
my
I
week.
swear to God, I thought he was gonna say afternoon.
It was like, I'm not gonna let you fuck on my
and
dick.
it
No, I mean,
depends
I'll
on your
let it-
personal relationship,
Right.
And
I
it's
was
like-
sad for Trevor. I've never met his dad.
His dad was a fucking awesome guy.
Yeah, and I'm sure
Yeah.
he was. I
And that's why
never even saw the dude, never met him, never
Yeah.
talked to him, so I can't
Feel bad for that guy. but
be
you-
like, oh, that
All
I
you
miss
can-
him. I can't.
all
I
you
didn't
can do
know
is
him.
feel
I
bad
can
for
feel
Trevor.
bad for Trevor
Yeah.
though, because
Yeah.
I know that my friend is hurting.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were all like, "Why take Trevor instead?" Like that kind of thing.
Like this is actually kind of a surprise, but
but
but yeah,
when someone
you can't get that attached to things, and
and then when someone upsets me, I am very blunt about it.
yeah,
I don't
I
don't
have
har-
been lately.
If I have to hold it in, it's because I haven't seen the person, and as soon as I see them, I am like, Blake, you fucking did this to me the other day, and I'm fucking furious about it.
then there goes my weekend.
Dunzo. No, I actually was pretty.
I text him on Sunday. I'll kill myself if it makes you feel better.
Do you want it in the bathtub or
Can
just
I
all
watch
over
the
the floor?
Colts game first?
Or should I do a mid game?
They're losing. I'm gonna do it now.
I was very much like that this week though, or last week because I had one of my stores wanted stuff
At
And
an
they told me-
irritating time, right?
last minute, and I couldn't
Minute.
do it, and then they kind of were looking down their nose at me and
Yeah.
like making comments and telling me how mad the managers were going to be if I didn't have, and I'm like, oh really?
That's not my beef.
I literally looked at the receiver and I was like, I can pull Fritos out of my ass, but it's gonna look like shit. And she's like, I'm like, I don't know what you want me to
Dude,
do.
Fuck.
I
that's
don't
awesome.
have. Yeah,
And
yeah,
I-
it was.
That's how I am at work all the time now, and I've gotten the okay from my boss to talk like that to an extent. Like
I called my
can't-
boss and told him all the things I said, and he was like, "Nice."
Nice.
See, and there's
He's like, did you draw some dicks on the wall?
there's an extent
God.
I can't go to. Like I can't like look at the person and be like, "You're a fucking idiot."
No, I couldn't.
Like I can't do that. But I can be
Unless
like,
somebody. Okay, so one time, I found out that I do have a level that is wild, because me and my kids went for a bike ride this last summer, and we went to cross the Highway 48 from
Yeah.
the opposite side back to my house. We had plenty of time. It was like, okay, so I told my kids, go, 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 go. I started going. Carly slipped off her pedals, right? Fell behind. I was like, oh shit. Like, we didn't have all the time in the world. We
can't
just
leave
had-
that one behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so she's like, I'm like, Carly, come on, come on. She starts to panic. She just learned how to ride a bike earlier that summer.
Uh-huh.
She's doing great, so I wasn't worried about her at all. But she slips off the pedals. I'm like, Carly, come on. She panics and starts to like take a while. And then like I'm like 5 feet ahead of her. And I'm looking at her. I check for traffic. There's a car coming. And I'm like, oh, fuck. This car is not slowing down. And then I'm like looking at the car like, this car's not slowing down at all. And I'm looking, and she's not, I'm like, she's not going to make it. And I keep looking, and the car is coming
Not.
and not fucking slowing down. Finally, I can see the driver. There's a phone. She's not even looking. Dude, oh my God. I started backing up because the one thing I figured out was at least I can get hit too. It was crazy. I literally stopped and tried to back up so I would get hit too. I was like, I'm not making her go through this by herself.
Oh shit!
I mean,
Wait,
that's great
I'm
fatherhood right there.
I'm at least
but
not
at the same-
living to
dude,
see the other side.
When
of
I
it.
tell you that this fucking car missed her by inches,
Oh my god!
I threw my bike on the ground and started yelling the most hateful, profanities at this car.
Not slurs, profanities.
My wife ran out of the house, wondering why I was screaming, "You fucking bitch! Like, you're fucking lucky you're in a goddamn car. I'll rip your fucking face off." I was fucking red.
God.
You got my blood
And I started
boiling
I
right
started like down the street.
After her.
And I said, I was like, and my wife is like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, if this bitch fucking turns right, she's dead. And she didn't turn. She kept going down the highway. And I'm like, she gets to live another day. I was literally going to
God.
beat up this woman. I was going to tear her limbs off because I have never been that mad. And then I turned around and I almost puked.
Just because it's not a
And then my
It's-
kids were like, I calmed Carly down, or Courtney did. I wasn't fucking going to do shit about calming somebody down.
Was she like
And
crying?
for the next hour, I could not, I felt as bad as you could possibly feel.
Really?
Yeah.
You
nope.
felt
I would
bad?
not.
Oh,
I
dude,
would not
I
feel
was
bad
steaming.
about.
I
I
Talking
would-
about Carly.
Oh,
Yeah, not like
No, fuck the bitch.
I thought you
Yeah.
felt bad about.
No, that was my fault. Because then, after my anger went away, I was like, that was my fault.
Yeah. Okay. Of crossing the
you,
road.
Yeah.
You had
Okay.
her go when you
Because
was
that I understand.
Me
Okay.
as a dad should assume that bitch is on her phone.
right.
Also, fuck her.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because
Because
like
I'm
as
like,
a
that's my fault, though. The overall situation is on me.
as a person in society, she should not be doing that. But
Yeah, and
You're-
I have zero
every-
forgiveness for her.
I think every parent has
And
that moment.
You know what the fucked up thing is? She has no idea it happened.
no, she has no.
She
clue.
has no fucking clue.
She has no
And
idea.
I'm actually glad she kept going straight because I was watching. I was like, if she turns at the next street, I mean, I was in my truck and I was on her ass.
Mm-hmm.
And I was going to tell her, "You almost just killed my daughter, you piece of fucking shit."
Yeah.
And I definitely wouldn't say that.
And I would have.
Now, if I knew who it was
Yeah.
and I saw her today, I'd be like, "Hey, I need to tell you a story
about
Yeah.
your bad
about
drive.
something that you
Did.
almost did."
Yeah.
And on top of that, the whole situation was my fault. I know what it's like to lose a kid.
Yeah.
And I almost did it again.
Right.
Yeah. Nope. That.
The first time was.
See, and I wouldn't.
No, but there is
It's the loss.
There's
it's
a-
the loss.
I know, I understand that, but it's like
the parenthood thing is the parenthood thing is a fucking fucked up
no, it's a
Trap.
nightmare.
because shit happens that you as a human being cannot control at all.
But it's
And when it happens to your kid, doesn't matter, you're guilty and you feel guilty forever.
which
My
is
son-
And
Pre-
then this
born
one was
premature,
almost
and-
if Carly got hit, that's my fault. I wouldn't be able to be like, I couldn't, control it. No.
You
like
couldn't.
I
yeah.
shouldn't have made her cross the road. She
Right.
wasn't ready. I should assume that they're not going to slow down.
Yeah.
So
But you learn from that. You're gonna be better.
and that's
for
the
it.
thing is like, you know what? Okay, you got to take it. You got to move forward with it.
Yeah.
And you got to like make damn sure that you don't make that. She's depending on me. I'm her dad.
Yeah.
And I fucked up almost bad enough to kill her.
Mm.
And that's hard that's hard to live with, dude.
Yeah. And I can understand.
And I
that.
just got lucky because it was just enough time.
Boy.
see,
And-
I don't know.
But
I get
that-
to- me and
That
Gavin
was
get
the
to-
I mean, that's kind of a
See, because
big
I'm in this
example
situation
of-
where it's like when I was a kid, I was always doing just obscenely wild shit that should have easily killed me left and right. Me and my older brother, all the goddamn time.
yeah, I mean, boys in general.
But the thing is like I've done that, like where I'd slip off my bike and I'm like, fuck, I can't recover from this. But it was weird in the sense because
Such
like
a long fall.
yeah. But the thing is, and he's not joking, it really was. I was way smaller when I was younger. I didn't get tall for a long ass time. But no,
like,
Like
you
ever,
didn't
ever
You
was
still
the thing.
haven't.
But the thing is
long ass
like-
time's like 30 years because it still hasn't fucking happened.
yeah. So like, it happened and it was happening, and I remember I was just like, I can't recover. I'm like scared shitless. But at the same time, I was like, ditch the bike, run.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. And this dude did blow over my bike.
Yeah. It's
And I was
Wow.
just like, fuck, dude.
it's
So
crazy.
you got this.
man.
So you got that. Like you found out that you can act that way.
Yeah, that
And
was
see,
the
for
point
me-
of that whole story. I
for
didn't
me,
mean to.
I know-
I didn't mean to bust the vibe again.
No,
I
no,
know-
you're
I know.
good.
So I know for sure I can act that way. I have. I've had my wife furious at me because someone cut me off and slammed on their brakes in front of me,
Oof.
and not intentionally. Like they weren't trying to be a dumb fuck,
But were they?
but they were being one. And
Yeah.
I had paint in the car. I was livid.
Oh yeah.
I followed this person. I followed him around corners, and I was like, when
gonna
they
beat his
stop,
ass.
I was gonna just talk to him.
No.
But-
I'd love to. Did you guys ever see that commercial where the guy gets like kind of cut off or whatever, and he like gasses it and gets in front of his car and hits his brakes,
Gets
out, slams the hood of the car, and he's like, "Get out! Come on, you want to be like that? Let's be like that." And
Dude
then-
pulls a gun on him.
no, Evander Holyfield gets out of the car and he's like, "I just want to say sorry." Just
Well, I saw
shit.
the person. They weren't like even then. I know that in my mind at the time, it could have been the biggest dude ever, and I've been like, "Fuck him!
Square up. Yep.
I'm gonna fucking tell him how I feel, and then if he wants to go, I'll fucking drop his ass." I mean, I probably get my jaw broken, be
Beat him,
bleeding,
yeah.
bleeding out.
But you
But-
did what you had to do.
But that's
it's
the thing.
about making your
As-
But
stand.
the fact, and
As
only reason,
parents, you can't put yourself in that situation.
right? But the only reason I felt that way is because
Peyton and your wife.
You
were.
just see
Peyton
red.
and my wife were right there. If it
Right.
was just me, I would have fucking sped up, cut around, and went
Fuck you,
fucking
stupid bitch.
passing by, just
Yeah.
giving a double birds.
I get that because you get more emotional because they're there, but you have to think about the days after.
And see, that's a
I'm
problem.
literally the only one of us, technically, right now, that can just fight somebody with just reckless abandon.
I mean,
just
I
like-
could, but it would.
No, I
just,
could.
No, you
No,
could, but
you
like
couldn't
you've got
because
people.
you have a kid.
you
and
have people
I know,
depending
I know
on you.
I know what you're meaning.
You have
I know
people
what you mean.
depending on me because, like, I've never gotten to the point until the last calendar year where I've like got mad enough to like get out with somebody, and now in the last year, 5 times, I hoped they were going to pull their car over, but I can do that. You can't do that. I don't have.
Well, I
to
see
li-
your reasoning.
I
but
don't have to live for anybody.
when the red comes.
not required.
I
it's-
know, but now we're learning. That's something you got to work on.
and it's only when it's only when I
It's
have
only when somebody does something that
But like
endangers my kid.
Yeah.
because
Or anyone you care
but
about.
like
really.
when it's
My kid.
already
Dude, I get explosive over even my friends.
when you've
I've been
already
in those situations.
if nothing happened, you've already protected them. So to get out and put yourself in another
Oh no,
Bad
I know what
position.
you mean.
Yeah.
But in the moment,
yeah,
You
I
just
think
don't
I'm
think that.
I'm like,
I get that
Ooh.
but if you get out and then Evander Holyfield gets out at your
I'm punching him as hard as I can in the balls.
eulogy, there's no way I'm going to be able to get through that without laughing.
You're like, you
well,
knew
that's-
better.
See, that's why I also stay strapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see Evander Holyfield gets out and he's like,
I think he'd run back to his vehicle because
Well, and just because I'm seeing red at one point, like when shit gets too real for me to handle, I'm gonna turn right back into the pussy I was 2 minutes ago.
The thing is,
Really?
I don't think I would turn back into the pussy. I think I'd be like, all right, let's fucking
No, I'm saying if
go
this,
up
like,
against fucking.
if the car like went by and I'm like, you fucking bitch, and like it wasn't a chick and it was like
a big
Dwayne
dude.
Johnson or
Yeah.
something, and he gets out and he's like, "What'd you say?" And I'm like, "I thought you were my friend. Sorry, you look like a guy. He has the car. The
he has
cars.
a car. He has
He
a
has
car.
a car too and stuff, and he drives sometimes. And
I'd be like, poor
And he's
choices,
all
dude.
like-
I didn't get out of my
I
car. I'm
noticed
gonna
you
run
were
him over."
going west. Sometimes he drives west, and
And he's all like Terramana. And he just fucking
Shit.
Hey, you know what?
It's-
How much is Terramana?
It's not that expensive. I looked it
I
up.
feel like we should get someone on
We
the
should
podcast
get.
to try it.
we-
You killed him.
I did.
Terramata.
He gives a shot to Carly. Like,
Terramata.
Here you go. He just like he's passing it out of his F-150. Like
that was a good joke, dude. That was a good joke.
dude. I was actually getting ready to like do a transition to lighten it up a little bit, but
How come one of you makes me laugh like that every
every
episode?
Well, it's a good thing.
Isn't that a good thing?
is a good
Yeah.
thing.
it's
It
a-
was you last time.
so I want to
What are you, a bird?
I want to talk about Jeff really quick.
oh God.
Jeff from the Jeff and Greg podcast?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Never heard of him.
Nobody has.
Who dat? Who
so,
dat?
so he did his. He's doing so many things to make me mad lately.
Oh yeah.
Like just living his life, but like from afar.
Oh okay.
From afar, I'm like, yeah, fucking, I hate that you do that.
I've never seen somebody go so extreme on regular shit.
Oh, dude.
He's like, I'm gonna take regular to the next level.
Yeah, and that's what. So for one,
Super regular.
so he planned a vacation, pretty impromptu for him and his wife, right?
can I tell you how mad he's made me?
Okay.
I'm sorry to
Yeah.
cut you off,
No, do it.
but he keeps posting about this,
Yeah, he does.
and he won't fucking say exactly
That's
what
what
they're
I'm
doing.
talking about.
Okay.
It's
And it makes me hope that their plane goes down.
I know.
Wow.
Dude.
And you're like, because you've agitated me, I hope
Shit.
150 other
That's
people
what
take
I'm
it with you.
getting at. So he plans a vacation for him and his wife, and then he Marco Polo's me and Greg, and he's like, "Man, I did something
Something
fucking
fun.
pretty impulsive, pretty wild and crazy." We're like, "Cool. What was it?" He's like,
I did something crazy.
ghosted us the rest of the night, and I'm like, I want him to fucking get bone cancer.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, didn't he just survive cancer?
No, that was years ago,
Yeah.
but he did. Congratulations, by the way.
I hope that heart
Jesus.
thing comes back, Jeff.
Good
Oh my
God.
God,
Damn.
that was recent.
And that was Blake's like 5 years. That you're good. You're good to
So-
make that
Damn.
joke.
Anyway, yeah. So and then the next day, I'm like, "What the fuck is it?" And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I feel like I want to tell you, but Greg doesn't usually jump on here until like 9 or 10, so I kind of want to wait." And I was like, "Or you could just not and just tell me
Because
what you
he
did."
can see it at 9 or 10 when he hops
'Cause,
on.
yeah, I'm like,
Because
whatever.
you know when you find out, you're going to be like, that's not
Disappointed.
cool enough
Yeah,
to not tell people.
but it was fun. So I finally decided to make it fun and make a guessing game out of it, right? So I'm like, all right. So Jeff, doesn't like anything cool.
Like, did
so-
you get a new blade for your lawnmower? Are you guys going square dancing?
I was like thinking, did you trade in your car and get something like,
Better.
that you shouldn't have? Or like, did you get a giant TV? But like everything.
Did you buy more Christmas lights?
Right. That was one of the guesses, right? So it's like all guesses that are like, but I'm like, no, you wouldn't do this and you wouldn't do that and yada, yada. And then I guess I kind of made the right guess and kind of pissed right by it, but didn't even realize what I had said. And he eventually,
Is it Disneyland?
yeah, he eventually
See,
is
that's
like,
climactic.
So not cool to like, guess what?
and then he's like, I was talking to my wife and I was just like, you know what? Why don't we just
Just go.
book a trip to Disneyland? And I was like,
Is it just him and his wife, or do they take kids?
yeah, just him and his wife, which is cool.
No, it's not.
No, that's super fun to do.
No, it's not.
Dude, no.
No, it is.
As an adult without
It's
kids.
not super fun to ever tell anyone.
But like, it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna, and then it was just such a build up for Disneyland, and then so like the build up pissed me off, and then now he posts about it on Facebook. You've seen, and people said, oh, where are you going? He said, or what did you do? It's like, oh, it's a wild and crazy surprise. Out of character.
For
and,
who?
And he just doesn't answer. And it makes me so mad. Like, it's like, could have just said, went to Disneyland. They would have been like, they wouldn't even like the comment.
That's
They were
why.
like-
That's why he wanted.
They
he
would
wanted
just
to-
said word, and
Yeah.
so then they go and he's Marco Polo us a few times from down there. Like he always does these like really quick ones because whenever he's within like a near vicinity of his wife, he doesn't actually talk to us. He just records shit and then sends it. Like, I don't have friends. I don't talk to them. Don't hit me. And then like, I guess like he was waiting for her to come out of the bathroom or whatever, and he's walking and talking like, yeah, this is the fucking magical kingdom of, you know, pedophilia or whatever it is down there. And then I was like, hey, Jeff, I noticed his shirt. It's all Mickey Mousey, but it's like very custom looking and like has all this stuff going on. I was like, hey, did you make matching shirts for you and your wife to go to your trip to Disneyland without any kids?
And he's already wearing it.
Yeah. These in Disneyland.
He is the king of doing regular shit on another level.
And he was like, hey, man. He was like, yeah, that's what people do here. And I was like, and he like starts panning around and showing families with like matching shirts and stuff. I'm like, that's so they don't lose their kids, you fucking dork. Anyways, you want to know about one of those things I'm going to think of a lot lately, a lot later, and just be like, God, I was being an asshole. This is it.
Yeah.
I'm going to wake up in the middle of the night thinking about this. I do that with most of our episodes,
Oh,
actually.
this
Do you
one
do you
no.
do that when you make fun of Trevor?
No.
No.
Jeff
I was
is
say because you
so
fucking
aware.
go hard in the paint
So
against
hey,
him.
wait, did you tell Jeff, you're like, hey, so why are you supporting Woke Nation?
Woke Nation? What?
The Woke Nation.
I don't get
Disney's so woke.
Oh.
Actually, they're pretty anti-Semitic.
Hey,
You
you
know,
can
they
hate
keep
Jews
putting-
and love the blacks.
They keep putting people of color in the movies, but I bet the people in the costumes at Disneyland are still crack addicts.
Anyway,
Do you want to know
I
weird?
hope Goofy like has a relapse during this and sees Jeff and just rapes the shit out of him.
Jesus. I was about to say something about that.
hey,
There was a bunch of
really-
the princesses.
really quick.
Yuck.
Jeff, as soon as you hear this episode, which I know you won't, Marco Polo me immediately with your retort.
Your retort. Anyway, no. So the Disney princesses, there's a part in their contract that says you can't accept money. You can't accept it. So basically, they're like, you cannot let fathers try to seduce you with money because it happens too often. You know how many Disney princesses get caught like every year? Fuck tons. Fuck tons.
You know what's funny?
Dude,
Because
that's hot.
they had to stay in character too. Could you imagine?
Fucking Elsa? Kind of.
Yeah,
And to
like
think-
in character, she
He's
just
like,
stays
yeah,
in character. The
I
whole
have
time.
imagined it.
Right now, that princess is Jeff. That's amazing.
Dude.
But
do you know-
speaking
do
of
you know who
people
my
in
choice would be?
costumes,
My choice would be Sleeping Beauty.
oh,
Yeah.
that's a little
Yeah.
creepy. No,
He wants to wake her up with a kiss,
Yeah.
but he's got to finish first.
so
I
speaking
want to
of
wake her up
people
with anal.
in costume,
Have you ever heard of read the book
Shouldn't
Taming
have said
Cinderella?
No.
Taming Cinderella? Yeah, it's
Did
bad.
you just say read the book?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's erotic.
spicy literature.
Dude, I was in high school and all the girls were reading
Wait,
it.
that sounds like a book my wife reads.
She probably did.
Yep.
And
Probably.
it's
I
about
bet all the guys
the
in
book
those
series
books
is
have
about
big
fucking all the
dicks.
Disney princesses.
They don't.
They don't.
So I can embarrass my wife. You know what? I'm gonna go back to that. Put a pin in that because you were bringing up something about people
Oh,
in costumes.
Yes. So I was at Burlum's shortly before I made the trip over here,
Mm-hmm.
and I was walking, and there was a bunch of people like standing in the fucking right in the middle, and I like in my head got like, no, that's cool. Just fucking stand right in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
That pisses me off so bad.
I hate it.
Just because I spend so much time in congested grocery stores.
Do you know what Zach would say?
Huh.
Ooh, I'm gonna sneak right by you here.
I was
Right
just
up.
about to say it.
He's like,
Excuse
oh,
me,
oh,
get the
I'm
fuck out of
sorry.
the way.
Oh, sorry. Let me just sneak by you.
So I'm like, what the fuck? And finally, I like squeeze through these people, and I walk out, and there's like a circle of people, and I'm like, what the fuck is it? And I look over, and Santa's there.
Oh,
I'm like, ah, shit, I'm kind of a dick, you know.
Like,
I'm
get the
gonna
fuck out of my
dig.
way.
But
Fuck
I'm like-
Santa.
I'm like, sorry, everyone. And I'm like, all these children and Santa, and I'm just walking through the middle like a douchebag.
you're all pissed.
And so,
He's got fucking
then-
rock stars in his hand.
and then I had something happen that is like, it happens, and you're like, I shouldn't have done that.
yeah.
Because Santa, as I'm walking by, it literally takes me 3 seconds to walk by Santa and go to the other side where I'm headed. And I hear him say, he leans over. I just glance at Santa. He leans over to a child and says, I'm going to have all my elves cause mischief in your room. And I accidentally out loud said, gross.
No!
Dude.
Oh my god!
I did that. I was like, gross.
And parents are like, what
and
the
then
fuck?
I walked the fuck out of there as
Oh
fast
my
as I could.
God.
I'm like, oh my God.
Dude, could you imagine being one of the parents of like, what the fuck?
Dude, I'm picturing like walking with him. If I was like right,
And then I got my dinner rolls and I got the hell out of there.
If I was right next to him, I'd be like, bang, 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 reload, bang, 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 bang. And then, like, just-
Blake's like pushing him. He's like, get the fuck out of my way.
oh, Jesus.
Dude, I love embarrassing Blake in front of
Oh,
other
dude,
people.
I don't do public.
Dude, I will like say something loud. Blake's gone. He becomes a fucking ghost. You ever been in watch the Looney Tunes and there's like a ghost remnants of somebody, the after image of somebody?
Or no, like when they run and
yeah,
then it's smoke.
yeah.
Yeah, like-
That's Blake.
That's
Anytime
me.
I'm all like when Trevor used to like scream, what would it? He would scream in the middle of a store, sheesh or
Sheesh.
what was the other one? I can't remember.
Oh,
what it
Oh,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, Blake is gone.
Oh,
Dude, I remember we were in, what was it, Sam's Club? Me, you, Trevor, and Zach were all in Sam's Club at one point.
I've been exploiting this subject for 31
Yeah,
years now.
Dylan's done it more than anyone.
Yeah, but
There,
It's so much fun, dude.
New Year's Day, 2022.
Oh, you guys went to McDonald's.
Yeah, me and Trevor drove and we went to McDonald's and Starbucks and we were like doing this whole run for everybody. And we get through getting coffee and then we're going through McDonald's and then we get after we just picked up the food and somebody texts us like, "Can you get me a fucking whatever sandwich?" And Trevor's like, "Oh, so and so wants a this." Was it you?
yeah.
That was
Oh
me,
yeah.
because I woke up late and they're like, they went to get food. I'm like, the fuck?
And then
Give
Trevor
me
said,
something.
"Oh,
I
Zach
want
wants
an egg
a
muffin.
Zach wants a whatever sandwich." And I said, "Fuck Zach. Like we already went through and did all this shit."
Because there's no possible way you could go through again.
And like
right?
Trevor, with no thought, because he's a good person, like turn as much shit as we talk, just turns immediately and gets right back in line. Where I was like, dude, fuck him and fuck everything he's about. We're going back because my head hurts still.
Yeah,
like-
fucking hung over.
And then we're going back through, and I was like, oh, you should do it in a different voice. And then when we pull up to the window,
It'll be
like
you
he'll be
again.
all, and so he's like, "Hey, can I get a fuck?" And he does the order, and then he's like, "Can I get 3 of these? I'm hungry as fuck." He says that. I almost got out of the car and walked the rest of the way home.
You know what's so funny?
I grabbed the handle.
I can literally do something that egregious
Uh-huh.
and have no qualms about it.
Yeah.
And then, like, if I go into a store and then I come back out and I'm like, oh, I forgot one item, I'm driving to another store. Because
for
God
real.
forbid somebody sees me walk back into the store and be like, oh, a long time no see.
Right.
I'm like, that's so stupid.
Dude.
What you
Aaron-
get in your head about and what you don't.
Oh, dude, it's so dumb. I get in my head about everything, so it just simplifies it for everybody. But like one time I went to the grocery store here in town and like I went with Aaron. Everybody knows Aaron, right?
Yeah.
And I had just
For the people
went-
that don't, Aaron's a friend.
he's a real close friend. And we went in and we got all this shit and then we're going through and I'm like, they better not text me last minute with some other shit.
Sure as shit.
You know, and I was like, but if they do, we got to find a different line because like and I don't know why I chose to tell him, like, if I have to go through the same line with the same cashier, I'm going to fucking end it, dude.
Oh, so
And-
if I ever, sorry, go ahead.
And so sure enough, we get through and they're like, oh, can you get I think we were drunk too.
That's
Like, I
better.
think we went there from like partying at my house. And I was like, fuck, we got to go. And so I go and grab it. And I I just told him all this. And I go to the far end, like trying to avoid where we went through at all cost. And each line is 150 feet long, except for,
The one that
and
you
like we go up and they're all like, and I just like go, fuck. And Aaron starts laughing like because he's seeing my worst nightmare play out. I'm like, and it's something stupid, like
oh yeah.
Okay, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
I don't know which Aaron you're talking
More.
about. Okay.
Yeah. And
So-
because he just picture is like he looks and he starts
Yeah.
his up and down laughing because he sees me and then the whore coming across my face like, God damn it.
So
And-
I'm the one. If I forget something and have to go back in, I will make a point to go to the exact same cashier
You're a fucking psychopath.
because
dude.
then they'll be like, "Oh, did you forget something?"
and you just go, yeah, and then
No,
just,
I'll go. What?
No, you just went
Like
what?
no.
dude, it's
Like,
it's
no.
What are you talking about?
it's so simple in my head to just go, forgot this.
Oh no, I fuck with them.
I don't.
Oh, didn't you just? Oh, forget this? What are you talking about?
I always
Forget-
pull this.
did I forget something? No, I make it seem like that I'm not the same person.
You're like, what are you talking about? That is genius.
I love
it's
that.
Cruel.
I want to do that.
It's cruel, but I always
Is
go
it
through
cruel?
a little bit.
'Cause they're gonna
actually,
be-
no,
they're gonna be-
because
He could be an identical twin for all that woman knows. And
he walks out thinking like, I got them, and they're like, dumb fuck tried to act like I
don't
wasn't
know
gonna
him.
know that it wasn't
I don't
him
care.
5 seconds
Like-
ago.
Have you guys ever been in a situation where you know two people and you know those two people are not the same person, but you realize that if you're only speaking to or around one of them, you're not sure which one it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you
That went-
see one, and then you
No,
see
I
that,
don't.
like, you say something to one of them, and then realize later that would only be relevant had you said it to the other one, and you're like, ah, fuck.
That's
and then
why
you
they
see
didn't
them
laugh.
next to each other, and you're like, I don't know what it is that makes that the same person in my head because they look nothing alike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've gone
I've
through
done
that
it a
many
few
times.
times.
Yeah.
The brain is a magical thing.
It's crazy.
It's a nightmare.
It is a nightmare.
I've done that. And that was the only time I've ever been very.
I love that he
embarrassed.
went from he was like, nah, never. Oh, you know what? Yeah, me too.
Well, not because it just hit me. Like I walk into a store, and I see a lady, and I'm like, "That is my 3rd grade teacher," and I go and talk to her, like,
Oh no.
"Hey, Mrs. Blah, blah," and I
Would
just got-
never do that.
I just because I hadn't seen her in years, and
Doesn't
Right.
mean shit to
she was
me.
a family
Not-
friend. She was a
Oh,
family
it's
friend
different. Okay.
too. So
Okay.
I was talking to her,
That's more. That's
and I go through a whole. This lady just talks to listens to me talk and tell a whole story, and then she goes, "Oh, I'm not Mrs. Blah blah blah." And I'm like,
Like, bitch, you could have led with that.
yeah, you could have started there, bro.
You could have stopped me when I
Put your hand. I'm
addressed
like,
you
no.
as such.
We've all been in that position where somebody starts telling you something, you go, okay, and then they get to a certain point where you go, oh, this has nothing to do with me, but you can't stop it.
Oh,
in any
I would.
kind of
I
real-
do.
I would. I'd be like, "This isn't. I'm not who you think
I
I
do.
am."
Not me.
Yeah,
but-
no, I have no problem. If
By
they're
the-
talking about that, whoa, 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 whoa. Who do you think I am?
Like, I mean, it went all the way through.
By
and I was
the end
like,
of the story, they're 100% convinced that I was all there.
Do you remember when that happened to me in the most crazy way ever
Yeah.
in Hawaii?
No.
No.
Okay.
What happened? Well, I probably do, but what?
Blake and I were working at the hotel that my dad was a superintendent on the remodel of.
Okay.
I wasn't even old enough to work, so I was like supposed to keep to myself, not say anything about me, my
Under the
age,
table.
whatever.
Yeah.
I was getting paid under the table.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, but so I'm just like trying not to talk to people as much as I can.
Yeah.
And we're just, Blake and I go floor to floor doing whatever it is that they need us to do. Like we prime walls, pick up garbage, move doors, do whatever
Yeah.
the fuck stupid shit. And I was like doing one of those stupid things, and from down the hall, one of the guys on the crew sees me and starts talking to me because I'm the only one fucking standing anywhere near. And he just like continues to talk and approach me from down the hall. And I'm like, at first I'm like, what the fuck is he saying to me? Like,
Yeah.
and then he keeps talking. I'm like, oh, he needs to know something. You know, you're like, your brain is trying to grab what
You're
he's saying.
trying to like
And
piece
he's
it
like,
together.
what? Okay. And then he just keep talking. And then I'm realizing that I have no fucking clue what he's talking about at all. Like, and he's like talking to me, and I'm like, I don't know why the fuck he's asking me any of this shit. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is like higher level shit that he's asking me. And he keeps talking to me and talking and talking. And he gets up to my face, continues to talk for another couple seconds, and then dead stop staring at my face in
And
the
you're
middle
like-
of a sentence. Right?
Okay.
And he's like staring at me, and I'm staring back at him like, like, what the fuck is happening? And he looks, and then he squints like this, and he's like, "You're not Eric." And I'm like, "This whole time you thought that I was my dad?"
Dylan was 16 years old.
I wasn't even supposed to tell people that he was my dad.
Yeah.
Damn.
They were not supposed to know that this underage kid was working there because the boss was my father. And he's like, "You're not Eric. Are you Eric's kid?" And I'm like, "God
no.
damn it." He's like, "Holy fuck, you look just like him." And I'm like, "Well, cat's out of the bag on that one."
Dude, that's so funny because, well, for one, that's mildly retarded because you're not 40.
I was literally 15 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
that-
15.
Okay,
You know what's
granted, at 15, Dad and I were the same height.
Right.
Okay, but
Dad
that's-
was 40.
Let's see.
At that
50,
point, you got to ask yourself, you're like, does my dad look good or do I look
25,
like he's just not
35.
great?
He was exactly 40.
Exactly 40. Yeah.
But it was just, I mean, I can see, but I didn't have a mustache. I didn't have
You didn't have
I had-
stubble.
my first set of pubes.
You had peach fuzz at best. I
No.
mean, you were a baby.
I
face.
didn't have peach fuzz.
On your face is what I'm saying.
No.
Nothing.
I mean, I was
Nothing.
a baby fresh.
No,
nut,
I mean,
dude.
when I say peach fuzz, I mean peach
Oh, yeah, like the
fuzz.
little, yeah, whatever everybody has. Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
whiskers.
But like Dylan was young looking. Dylan still looks young.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I was like, man, at that point, did you ask yourself later? You're like, fuck, do I look bad or does my dad just look real
No,
good?
that's just when I realized, well, my dad did look.
Well, their facial structure is so crazy similar. It's just,
I look just like my dad.
yeah.
Do you know? So speaking of, you brought it up. Like, do you look that bad? Does your dad just look that good? Right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Because of like, well,
Before
we
you
ha-
start, before you get into it, you can't fuck your father just because you find him attractive.
anyways,
Damn it.
Damn.
Also, I at that point I was already used to being assumed older for being so tall.
right.
Yeah, that's fair.
So-
I was 6'3".
We had a meeting at work the other day, right?
It's crazy.
And I had
Never
one of the
did that.
one of the newer guys that doesn't really know everybody there. We were all just bullshitting, and he asks people, because he's young, he's only 22,
Oh yeah.
and he was asking
And you
people,
realize how retarded they are at that age?
well, then he this guy, I'll tell you about it. I'm not gonna put on the podcast
Just do it.
now.
Now.
You know
Give
what?
it a
After the
month.
break, I will come in with that story.
Okay.
Okay.
But anyway, so he was asking around, how well everyone was, and I'm like, oh, I'm 30. He's like, that's a hard life.
Damn!
Shit.
Dude, I had to be like,
Dude.
you want to take a step outside real quick?
I was like, huh?
Dude, that would have pissed me off.
You're one of those people, Zach,
That's
that
the
could tell me
second time
you're
somebody's-
26 or 44.
And you'd believe me. I get it.
Yeah,
I get
you
it
just have
because
that look.
I
because
do.
you-
I'm bald and I have a beard.
and you've got a
But when it
pretty
comes
young
to
face.
if you looked at, like, I figured out that you can't look at feature like beards because like
I had one.
I
when
have
was
friends
young.
that could grow beards at 15.
I
You have
could
to
grow
look-
something similar to this when I was 12.
You have to look at the skin and like the age lines,
how-
the
Yeah.
smile line, like,
But he was
Yeah,
like,
you
the-
have
the
to
look in
you
his
have
eyes.
to try the skin on.
Yeah.
like, the
You have
dude-
to tuck your dick under the skin to see how it
Like-
holds.
Dylan,
like we were
Dylan's-
eating,
And you're like, ooh,
we were eating
47.
Bambinos, and I choked on my Bambino when he said that. I was
that's
like,
a hard.
I was like,
I would've
excuse
been
me.
Like, I would have
What?
been like, hey,
That's
dude,
the
there's
guy at the gas station did you dirty before.
yeah, he did, didn't you?
1983.
Yeah.
yeah, you're always gonna get assumed
Wait,
older.
wait.
You're
You remember that time when you went
you
to the
told
gas
us that
station?
story.
I told you guys,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, were you fucking there?
No,
No.
Dylan
No,
just
you
guessed.
told it on the podcast.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know
that
if
one.
I was here. You told
That
it on
one,
the podcast.
because he was guessing ages. He's like 1983, and I'm like,
I feel
Fuck
like
you.
Yeah, this one I'm gonna get right for sure. 1983. You're like you're 10 years off, you fucking douche.
I feel like most people would guess you and Gavin to be older than me. If I
right, and it's because
Yeah, Gavin.
not
you look
because
older
like
than-
you guys are
Oh, yeah.
particularly
not in a
like
bad way. You just,
you're not older looking.
It's just how our facial figures or features have come out.
Yeah, and you look like shit.
yeah, that's what the kid was getting at. Anyways, guys,
yeah,
I
I was
think
all like, I've had a rough life for real though.
Yeah, I
Fuck
wonder,
you.
I wonder what do you think that would be the common, like, if nobody knew us if they put us in age order, what do you think would be the common?
You know what?
They would say I was the youngest.
I bet no.
Me and you would
Youngest?
I think me and you would get rated the youngest.
I
Honestly,
think you
I
get
think
rated the
no,
oldest.
no. The
Zach
reason I
would
think
be-
I would get rated the youngest is because of my height.
Yeah, which is retarded.
yeah,
It's so stupid, but
Well,
people do that
You know
all
what
the time.
people still say to me? It pisses me
All
off
the
so
time.
bad.
Same thing. I
Dude,
bet.
Yes, I
It's
know
the same
that
thing.
they'll be like, "Wait, is Blake your
Older
brother or younger brother?" I'm like, he's my older brother. Huh, that's weird. You're taller.
I know.
That's not
I'm
how
like,
age
that's
works.
gay.
We're done growing.
Yeah, right? I was like,
And we're different people.
Dude,
All
all
the
the time.
time.
Like, are you
People
fucking
are like,
retarded?
Dylan's
That
your
drives
younger
me
brother?
nuts.
But
yeah,
you're
he's
taller.
so much taller than you, though. I'm like, yeah, because we're not 12.
The only difference is that I was born first. Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck? Like, it's so stupid.
No,
I'm like,
it really
it's just
is.
like different.
stupid as
It's
fuck.
like it's only ever height. Like they don't like our body types are.
That's like
so
saying-
different.
That's like,
you
saying,
know.
isn't your dad younger than your mom? Like, yeah. I wonder why he's taller.
Yeah, it's just as stupid.
yeah, I was like, I didn't know elders just keep growing. You
Yeah.
just get older and you get taller.
See, that would make sense if humans just grew for their entire life. That's weird. He is very tall for his age.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah.
He's only 47.
I'm like,
Yeah,
and I
he's
He's
always
as
tell
tall
these-
as an 80-year-old.
yeah,
Dylan's
looking like a goddamn redwood over there.
I always
You were talking like a comedian that I absolutely love, and I just can't
Put your
picture
finger
his
on it.
name. The way you said that just reminded me of that comedian. I don't know his name, but
it'll come to you,
yeah,
but
It'll come for you.
yeah,
it'll,
Yeah.
it'll,
lots of stuff does.
it'll come for you.
One thing, I think,
But-
one time.
I think that's something we should talk about too. Is
Oh, we didn't do the order.
Oh,
yeah.
I think some people would say you were the oldest, and some people would say you're the oldest, but like either
It'd
one,
be a real
and then
mix-up.
me, and then Dylan. Dylan would be picked youngest
I'm trying
every
to
time.
think.
I bet.
I would guess Gav if I didn't know.
I think it just
I would
depends on
guess
whether
Gavin-
like Zach.
Gavin, Zach.
Depends on whether you have a hat on or not.
yeah. Well, and that's the thing
Yeah.
is if I'm not wearing a hat, it's obvious that my hair is going away.
Okay, let's say no hats.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
then
no
that'd
hats.
be different.
No hats. I think I would take that with the bald.
I
like,
don't know though. 'cause
Actually,
no
I think
hat.
they would look at me and they'd be like, "He's
Zach, I
going
thi-
away." That one went bald.
I think you look young.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
do.
And see, and it's weird because I get that too. Like you look young for 30, and I'm like, okay, but I have people telling me I look like I'm born in 1983, and one
Yeah.
dude said I had a hard fucking life. Like the fuck, I don't know where the median on this is.
Let's say, well, I guess it's a totally different game if we shave. If everybody shaves.
Not
Oh,
doing it.
dude, yeah. If I shaved, I'd just look like a cancer
Dude,
patient.
you
if I-
look special needs.
Dude, no, me and Zach would look like aliens, little cancer
I would
patients,
look
and be like,
like
we're
a cancer
dying.
patient.
And
They'd
me
be
and
like,
Dylan-
Gavin's the youngest because I'm pretty sure he's in Make a Wish.
Dude,
That's
for
what
real.
I would. I have an extreme baby face.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I do too.
yeah. So I guess that would
I
change.
don't
Well,
know.
that's
Do I not?
That,
You
the,
do,
the,
yeah.
the problem, though, Blake, is that we're used to seeing your baby face. So to us, I don't feel like we'd be like, oh, he's the.
I don't think you have a baby face anymore.
Yeah, not as much. It just feels like it when I shave.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
like,
don't think you do.
Not really, huh?
Mm.
Yeah, I'm glad. Fuck that. I hated
no,
that.
honestly, I don't mind it. It's like a magic trick, you know, really, because you're just like, I've aged horribly.
You
I
should-
feel-
Shave your face, and you're like, I feel like a baby.
Since I cut my beard, I feel like I look younger.
You
for
do.
sure.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
like.
so
I like it. I like the look.
You guys ready for a break?
Yeah, let's take a break.
yeah. Let's take
All right,
do
guys,
it.
we're gonna go take a break. We're gonna measure each other's dick sizes. Whoever's got the longest one is obviously the oldest, because that's how it works.
Yeah. The bigger you are, the older you are.
Dylan's gonna beat you guys at least. We'll be back right.
We're not talking about nut sacks.
God damn it! You fucked it up.
Girl, her rumpa-tight bum. A groovy pair to see, double D fun. She brings me chicken wings, hot tongue. She wears tight, skimpy things, her tummy tight tum, rumpa-tight bum. Look at them guns. Oval to oval them, her rumpa-tight bum. That's why we come.
That's where we come. What?
Anyways, we're back. I goofed and I didn't play a
Look at
a
Zach's
dirty
ball.
Christmas song at the beginning of the podcast.
So you got one in the middle.
You put that in.
ow. I said ow.
Sit on your nut.
No, I
Oh,
Have I ever
Have
told
you
that
ever
bashed my
story?
not funny bone.
What's that?
The time I sat on my nuts.
Oh, you haven't? No. I know the story, but you.
Do you want me to tell my story that I was
yes.
getting to before the break?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zach, tell.
Okay, so I was mentioning that kid that said I had a hard life. Just
Right.
because he's a dick. Anyways, so he's new, fairly new very, very new to driving. He had gotten out of driving school and came straight to coke. Didn't tell us that that's what happened.
Yeah.
So Trester had assumed, or my boss
A
had
real
assumed,
greenhorn, huh?
had assumed he had been driving for a while. He hadn't. So there was that shooting in Idaho Falls. Traffic was getting diverted everywhere. He got flustered and decided, I'm going to turn this way. And he turned under what is in Idaho Falls, the D Street underpass.
He didn't.
And it is a 12-foot clearance.
Yep.
14-foot.
He
Can we stop and say to the people who don't know how often this
Okay, yeah.
happens?
All
so
the time.
it happens all the time. And then one time it happened and they shut it down for like a month, fixed it, and then the day it reopened,
Somebody hit that bitch.
Somebody
Yeah,
wedged a truck
The
under that
day they
fucking thing.
remodeled, they rebuilt the whole thing,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
and the day they opened it for the first time, somebody hit it,
Yep.
and then it turned out to be like a woman driver, and everybody just kind of chalked it up to that.
But
Yeah, she took
now
a U-Haul through
and
it.
now they put on either side they put steel reinforcement along the edges of it.
Which is crazy that they think
So
to do
he,
that
he
rather
wedged
than
the Coke truck in there?
didn't wedge it. He hit it about 5 miles an hour, so he didn't wedge it, but he totaled the trailer.
It's like when you start peeling back a can.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to me they think to put those steel reinforcements like bolted on there rather than just a few signs around the blocks that say like no trucks.
there is
Is there?
Yeah.
there is a
One right
sign at the light that says no trucks turning. You turn and then there is a big ass bright yellow sign that says 12-foot clearance.
There should be one right there.
I think there
like
might
right there above the steel reinforcements that say
It is.
no. Really? Are you sure?
That's it has a clearance.
It
No,
just has
but-
a clearance sign. It doesn't actually have anything
I drove
else that
by.
says
I
no
drove
trucks.
by and I looked at it after I knew the Coke I hit it just to see if there was any damage.
Yeah.
Which like you could tell,
You know what they need?
No damage, but
Something-
like marking.
but there's no sign there.
There is a clearance height, which is as a driver,
You should know how
You
high
should
or
know
tall
how-
your rig is.
Yeah, 13.6, right?
12.
What?
It's like 12.6.
Yeah, it's short.
No.
That's
Oh,
a short
oh.
one.
The trailer itself is like 13.6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and on the side of them, I've seen a lot of trailers that actually have like how tall they are on the side of them, like right at the front.
And
So the back
It's
of your
posted. If you're a DOT driver, it is posted so that when you look in your rear view mirror, your height is posted backwards so that you can, if you're
read it.
driving a different trailer than you're normally.
well, let's see. The thing is,
If you look in
none
your
of the
mirror,
Cokes have
the
that,
trailer has the fucking height posted on it. Like my box truck, if you look in the mirror, my height is posted on the truck right here backwards so that when I look in the mirror, if I'm driving up to a bridge and for some reason I'm having a brain fart and I can't remember how fucking tall my truck is, I glance over and it says the height in my mirror.
Well, the
a
thing is
that's
not-
a company thing. That's not a DOT.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not a
DOT.
DOT
It should
thing.
be.
None of the Coke trucks have that.
Well, in the confidence that stupidity is going nowhere, they should have like a thing before the bridge. That,
lot of
like,
them do.
If you hit it, it sets off like an alarm and like flashing lights, like stop, and it causes no damage. Just like a little like
One of
thing
those,
that
uh,
if you hit it,
Yeah.
it like triggers.
So
an
some
A
alarm.
lot of
places-
bridges do have that.
a lot of bridges
Yeah.
do have that, and
a
people
yellow.
I thought I
Still, people
invented
still
it.
just
Yeah,
go.
it's a-
People still just go
That's
all the
funny.
way through. But so
But
he hit
imagine
it.
it started
He hit
like flashing and said stop, truck too tall, like a fucking sign that lit up. Truck too tall. Do not.
So the guy hit it right,
that's fucking.
and it was this trailer had 500 miles on it.
Brand new.
It was a brand new
new.
So
trailer.
this is the thing I
His
wanted
truck,
to say.
his truck, like we got it from Draper Coca-Cola, like the big guys in Draper, Utah. Got it from him. The miles that were put on it were the miles it
Took to
get from Draper to here, and then whatever he put on it, 500 miles. That's what the little hubometer said. 500 hubometer. That's what they're called.
Anyway, so here's the thing: is
The abominable snowman.
Anyway, so he-
The hubometer.
I was running late that day.
Look at that chick. I'd like to
Intentionally,
play
I
with
was
her
milk- I was-
hubometers.
I was milking it, and he called my coworker Jeff up, who's one of our driver leads, one of my kind of like bosses, I guess, or supervisors.
yeah,
And he's on the phone, and I hear him answer the phone. And I just see his eyes just go wide, and I'm like, "The fuck just happened?" And he gets off the phone. He's like, "Kyler hit the D Street Bridge," and I was like, "Oh fuck! I just dropped his name."
it's fine. You didn't drop his last name. You're good. Go.
No, but there's
No.
only one of him that works for Coke. Anyways,
Stop! Fuck it. You're like, here. Let me dig that hole a little bit further.
anyway, so he had.
Tell his fucking middle
He's like,
name.
"Oh
his
yeah,
address.
he hit the D Street Bridge," and I was like, "No." He's like, "Yeah." He's like, he says the trailer's pretty bad. I'm like, holding on to hope that it's not that bad. And he pulls it in, and as I see it, my stomach just like knots. I didn't even do it, and I was like,
Did anybody come get him, or did they just say back out? And
"No." He pulled back, like he backed out, and then
went up the
went
and
back
around.
to the warehouse.
So he didn't call the cops or nothing.
No, the cops went out.
That's a hit and run.
Cops went and looked at it.
Was the bridge damaged?
No, it had some
could-
it
no.
had some markings.
There's
on it.
marks. Yeah,
It, like
I
didn't
could
like
see it.
a lot of them will damage the bridge, right? This
But-
one didn't. He was only going 5 miles an hour. I watched the video, and it was fucking hilarious.
What video?
Like his
It-
inside the truck.
in-cab.
our dash cams.
Oh,
He's sitting
Tell
here.
me about that.
He's driving, and you can see him getting ready to come around the corner. He's like, he looks all like terrified about.
Well, it's a tight turn too.
Well, it's a tight turn, but he's kind of one of those guys that looks like he needs to be, or he's trying to be a million places at once, and that's what he's looking like. And then he turns, and you see all that just melt away. He's like, okay, I'm on a straight path now, and then he's, well, boom, and fucking just stops, stalled out an automatic truck,
yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
Boom.
and he's just rock, and you can see in his face, he's like, oh, I'm good.
no.
He's like, oh, I just barely hit it. He was only going 5 miles an hour, but 5 miles an hour, fully loaded, the torque on those trucks,
Yeah.
And it's downhill.
Heals
it's
it
down-
like
yeah.
a can, huh?
crunched the top of it, just horrible bad. It actually it bent the frame right at the kingpin up.
So
And he
I was
just
actually-
backed out and went down
Backed
to the
out,
warehouse.
went to the warehouse. The cops came and looked at it. You know.
did the
My
Did he
bo-
get in trouble for leaving?
No, he actually
Really?
didn't.
That's
Well,
crazy
because
because
he's
that's
not-
leaving the scene of an accident.
Right.
It is, but he's also not congesting, so he's not like being a
Yeah,
problem
well,
by
that's
being.
a good point.
Because he
too.
did report.
That's-
They did report it.
That's
Right.
less definitive in the law.
Yeah, but I don't know.
But he
Like,
did. I mean, it wasn't bad. If it wasn't bad enough and he fucked off a lot, there is still police officers that are like, well, common sense kind of rules. Like, is it better to have the truck sitting there?
Yeah,
blocking
blocking
traffic.
yeah, causing
like,
traffic jam.
If there was boulders of bridge sitting in the middle of the road, probably
To
but-
cover your own ass, yeah, you call the cops before you leave.
yeah,
Yeah,
And he might have called the cops before he left, and then called
the boss.
the boss or my supervisor dude on his way back. I don't know. He didn't get a ticket. All he got was a write up.
Wow.
Well, then again,
Can you imagine costing that?
my
much
my
money
boss
if-
fought for him too. He's like, listen, don't fire him.
The thing is,
we just barely got fully staffed. Please don't fire him.
Well, and it's like this is
if every driver got fired from
Well,
making a
they
fuck
want
up,
Coke wanted to fire our driver, one of our drivers, because he got a warning for lights. It wasn't even a ticket, and they were like, fire him. He didn't do his pre-trip.
which is
And it
kind
was
of
like- it was a guy
understandable,
that's
but at
been
the
there-
same time, no.
It's a guy that's been there for years,
Well, it's
hasn't really missed a day ever except for vacations, does his job, doesn't complain.
When you gotta account for human error.
Yeah, exactly. We're not all robots.
well, and then over there, they're like, yeah, your lights are messed up, but
drive.
go.
Not
Yeah.
anymore. Not anymore. After that, now it's
It's all but I don't. For a company that big, there's no fucking way you don't have insurance on that thing. for
Insurance won't
accident.
cover it.
Not dipshittery stuff like that.
Really, they won't cover that?
No,
I'm
not
pretty
when
sure-
it's labeled and you should know.
Well, so maybe the insurance would cover it.
I
Coke-
could see them.
But
covering.
Coke said we're not going to run that through our insurance. If we ran every accident through our insurance, our premium would be way too much. And I'm like, yeah, but this is a brand new trailer,
Yeah, I would want
and
a
it's
brand
going
new
to cost
fucking trailer.
$18,000 to fix. Is the
That's
quote they got.
insane.
But then we looked at it more, and we're like, it's going to get totaled out because the frame bent up at the bottom.
how
Yeah.
much is a trailer like that new?
Probably 50, 60,000.
the ones that I used when I was there, like the bulk ones, like the big ones, you're looking at like 100,000 per.
Mm.
And then these are
'Cause
like
they're all
really
cooler,
like it
right?
was brand
The
new.
what?
It had the,
Are they refrigerated?
No.
No,
and that
that's
so
ridiculous for that price.
Well, it's just a lot of
I'm just
it's a lot of
guesstimating,
material.
but like it's a ton of steel and
Still, that seems way too much.
Well, the
Think about the
axle,
size of
everything
it,
that
though.
goes into
The
it.
size, I understand the size and the axle work and like how you have to fucking balance it all, blah blah blah. But the fact is it's not refrigerated. I could see it being 30 grand, maybe
30. Are you serious?
No.
Yeah,
You're fucking out of your tree, dude.
Yeah.
maybe. But then again, I
Dude,
don't
you-
feel
you
like a
don't
lot
under-
of things shouldn't be the price that they are. Like I don't
Tons.
think that.
Well, everything.
Yeah,
See, and
right
that's-
now especially. But like, I don't like. And people are like, "Oh, I bought an $80,000 car." I was like, "You're a fucking idiot. That car has no value once you leave."
CDL, so
Yeah,
we don't know
you
the
don't
price
know
of
shit.
big shit.
Yeah, you don't fucking know.
But no,
what
what
you're
I'm saying
talking
is,
about.
you like, honestly though, you don't know like you don't know like these big rig, they're
Let's look it up.
expensive.
Look it up.
A brand new like let's go a 53-foot trailer,
Great
Yeah.
Dane.
our Great Dane 53-footer.
Yeah.
Watch, it's like 10
Well,
grand,
and see,
we're
now
like,
that it's got a
"Fuck."
brand name, though, once you throw a brand name
Well,
on
that's what
it,
we run as
That's
Great
what they
Danes.
have.
That's
Yeah,
the
so I would
trailer
add
we're
more
talking
to
That's
about.
the and that Great Dane is the most common.
And then
Trailer
look
out
up
there.
like an 04 Volkswagen Passat.
yeah, okay, it's like $5,000.
Less, bro.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Dude, some
So
of them
and
are.
these and these aren't even brand new.
So much less.
These are used.
117,000.
Oh my fucking Christ! Yeah, see, Get
That's
fucked,
crazy.
Gavin. You don't know
There's
shit.
one for 20.
Yeah,
Must be a piece of shit.
or
They're like, this one hit an underpass.
Yeah. Selling from Coca-Cola. Thanks, Kyler.
That's wild, dude. Yeah.
Okay, so I can't really find
an actual price.
an actual price of new, but a 2023 Great Dane 53-foot trailer.
Pretty goddamn new.
That's
That's
refrigerated.
refrigerated.
Okay, so let's go.
That's
away from
why.
refrigerated.
See, I was like
The
refrigerated.
I don't think the refrigerator costs that much.
Oh
dude.
no, it does, dude. Those things are fucking.
You don't know anything.
Well,
I
see,
don't.
this
But
is,
like, here's the reality: if you can actually refrigerate a big ass thing like that, 50 feet, that's a lot of refrigeration, dude. You gotta have to have a badass refrigerator in there.
Non-refrigerated.
No reefer.
No reefer.
Well, they call it a reefer.
Do they?
Yeah. Which is hilarious, I know, but
And that's how you get fucking.
too many words.
well, and so most trailers are.
I don't know why you
reefer
just didn't go to the
because-
goddamn website.
So that's a
I mean-
reefer. $100. Oh, opening bid.
Opening bid $100.
So these are.
I'm like,
those are
goddamn,
big.
it's cheap to
bidding.
get into trucking.
No, see, the
I like
truck
how
itself
when you Google
is expensive
no
as
reefer,
fuck.
I'm aware.
It uses keywords and just pulls up all the reefered ones.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
that's the most annoying shit ever.
Yeah, that's
Great Dane
crazy.
refrigerated.
It's expensive. Like a truck.
No, I believe it to be like altogether. It's got to be
they're, like,
fucking overly priced.
it's super heavy equipment.
Yeah.
A lot of welding, a lot of this, a lot of that. They're expensive. They're super expensive.
I don't know. That says
okay, so a used
That's a
2018 Great Dane dry van trailer.
Yeah, that's used AF at $27,000.
but still.
No,
No.
no.
That's still
I'm gonna guess 80 grand.
There we go. This is a Coca-Cola one.
it's $6,000. There you go.
6,500.
It's a 2008
Cut their losses.
Yeah.
mileage.
See, I was like,
45,000 miles on it. So if that's
no, I can see them being expensive,
Yeah.
but I just 100,000 seemed a little bit wild.
That's
Without
Maybe that's
Hey,
wrong.
did
but
you go to the Great Dane website?
that's what I said. Like when he looked up the first one and then he didn't do it,
Dude,
twice.
Yeah, Trevor. Fuck, I got the name wrong twice. Zach
Yeah,
can
dude.
Zach can type his ass off. It's crazy.
He can.
Which
I
is
don't know what
weird
their
'cause
actual
it keeps
website
coming
is.
back.
Like I don't think they have an actual website because
There's no way they don't have an actual.
official
Yeah,
Great
I was
Dane
like the-
website, premium transportation solution.
That sounds pretty
Can you
right.
imagine if you had like a
Yeah,
whole
but that-
company and you're like, fuck websites, dude?
Oh,
It literally says Great
Try
Dane on the
Great-
goddamn webpage. Dude.
Great Dane trailers.
Let's go dry vans. Champion.
You're just
So now-
guessing.
yeah. I don't know why this is so hard all of a sudden.
This website sucks. I can tell.
They don't have
how do
pricing
they
on it.
have any customers
See,
with
that's
this
the
shitty
thing.
website?
When they don't have pricing, means expensive.
No, it just means bad web page.
No, it doesn't.
It mostly means expensive.
Yeah.
No,
it
that's
means like
fair because honestly,
finance it. You
Do they-
bitch
It
ass.
means contact us for the price.
Yeah.
Zach's on the blowupdolls.com. How much is the black one?
but like,
I'll pay interest.
Like they're expensive.
no, I believe it.
And to total one, well, just imagine 18,000 to fix
just to fix one.
just to fix it.
No, yeah. Well, and I don't know why.
And I can't imagine if the frame wasn't bent, how hard it would be because it's not as bad as it looks. All you need to do is straighten it out.
Yeah, but
I don't
then you
know.
gotta
That's easy.
temper it again, and
I don't know. how
That's
you do
easy,
it.
probably.
I mean,
it doesn't know metal
Trust me, I drive them.
That's easy, probably.
But there's
I'm sure they have tools that are meant to do that, and so it
Yeah,
wouldn't
they
be-
just got to get out the trailer stretcher.
it's like a jack.
Oh,
Is that
look
right-
at
is that
this
right next
fucking
to-
guy. Get the trailer bender out. You're lucky
No,
we
the
have a
left-handed
trailer
one.
bender.
the left-handed one.
Yeah, we need a left-handed trailer bender.
That guy
You
goes
guys,
and
you
gets it out
don't
of his
realize how
toolbox.
serious. You don't realize how serious this is, but
It
like
weighs
it really is.
120
It's something
pounds and
stupid
somehow
like getting a
still does
long
the
jack.
job.
What?
They probably use a long jack.
Well,
No shit.
yeah.
I had a long jack earlier.
Yeah.
Did you? Is that why you didn't answer the Marco Polo at first?
yeah.
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 No,
I
it, like,
once fucked for almost 3 minutes.
but that's the thing. It's like stupid tools are used on a lot of weird things that you think that wouldn't.
Blake's a stupid tool.
But yeah, I like I said, I think it's probably expensive, but I don't know if I would say $100,000.
I would.
Can we chalk
The,
it up
like I get
to-
the sticker shock is so massive on these things, it's unreal.
Dude,
But
once we get to a certain point, Zach, what do we say? This is.
Boring.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, wait.
oh,
Look up a Sunbeam camper.
A Sunbeam camper?
A Sunbeam, obviously, is what I said.
That's what I just said back.
You said Sunbeam.
I don't
I
think.
yeah,
did.
like,
I don't think
I heard bean.
You know what? I guess we'll find out in 3 weeks when you post this episode.
Yeah. You sure it's 3 weeks? How about a month?
Sunbeam camper.
That's awesome.
That's not what I was looking for.
I was gonna say.
I was like, wow.
Put
What are you looking-
Put 2024.
It's already outrageous.
Okay, those are almost 40 grand.
Yeah. Okay, for a little camper.
Those are tiny.
Yeah,
campers.
little bullshit campers.
But they're
Yep.
luxury.
Oh, put in a teardrop camper.
Yeah, that one. That's the one I'm thinking of.
He just put fear drop.
No, I fucking didn't.
Right there. That
Oh no, sorry. Yeah,
primo.
yeah.
Which one? This one?
No,
Down
that is,
to the right.
That's what we're looking.
Yeah, those. Yeah, those.
Oh, this is not gonna have the price on it.
So with these things,
Oh,
it's
oh,
all
oh.
about the
Item has been sold.
It's sold for
How
a
much?
price.
Oh, fucking.
Amount financed. Go down.
That's just a payment calculator.
Oh.
So,
no. I
God, we
see-
suck at googling shit today.
Like,
you can't put these ones in there. These are like people live in these goddamn things.
We need
and
a
that's why they
goddamn-
jack up those prices.
We need a Gen Zer in this bitch.
yeah, we don't
right
know.
there.
12 grand.
Bad
Oh,
example.
12 grand
Go
for
back.
that.
Is that used?
Yeah.
That's not the one I was talking about.
That's
That's a little.
used.
But that's
that's a box teardrop
That's
camper.
also used though. Those are more than 12 grand.
yeah.
so. But again, that's the shit. Like
Anyway.
they're like, this is luxury.
The point is, shit's expensive.
Oh, everything's
Yeah.
expensive. And it
Like I
shouldn't
mean,
be.
you're looking at like $250,000 for a new tractor.
Yeah.
Not like
I've
a
heard
John
that-
Deere,
I-
like a
No,
semi-truck
yeah.
tractor.
Oh, I guess you
Oh,
would
yeah,
have to
John.
explain that because
But you didn't buy an all black Dodge Ram.
Yeah,
I didn't. But I can paint it black.
that doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
It's
Rattle
got
can.
that blue heart.
Yeah, it's got a blue heart.
Fucking
As
voted
long as
for
it wasn't purple.
We should do a tug of war.
a tug of war.
Tug
Yeah.
of war with your truck and my truck.
No, me and your
My
truck.
dick and your dick.
We should dock.
He's like, well, yeah, we should
Drive
dock,
each
tie
other's
it off,
dick.
and run.
First one to blow loses.
Oh, I lost already just thinking about it.
I lost him.
So, actually, speaking of coming, I was talking. I was talking about
my favorite conversation.
oh,
Let's
I
do
bet.
this.
So I was talking to my girlfriend about something recently.
Coming.
Not so this topic, kind of. So first off, let's begin with where we started here. She was all like, because I was like, I'm totally okay with being naked around other people, like,
Okay.
and I'm okay with my friends being naked. You know, all of us being naked. I'm totally fine with that. And she's like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm totally fucking serious. Like, it's normal. It's not weird." And then she's like, "What if you like started cuddling and shit?" I was like, "If somebody starts rubbing up on me with their naked body, yeah, that's a line that's been crossed. You fucked up here.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's okay to be naked and it's fine to be naked around other people. Until like they cross the line where they're trying to rub up on you or they're saying weird shit like they'd lick the chocolate off your starfish, and stuff like that."
I hate it when people say that while we're hanging out naked.
Right? It's
Ruins
just
the whole vibe.
whole vibe. You know.
Wow.
If I had a nipple,
Point is she's like, she can't, and she doesn't understand that. She thinks it's weird. I don't. But I guess I'm different.
Yeah,
evidently.
you are a little different. I wouldn't hang out naked with my friends.
Really?
No,
You wouldn't go hot tubbing naked with your friends?
that's different. We're all underwater and we can't see each other's
Mm,
bitties.
Biddies.
in Zach's case, itty bitties.
Itty bitty, itty bitty.
I don't know. I thought it was a
You don't
normal-
have a problem with nakedness because everybody's naked at their core, right? Like you're
yeah, I
just-
guess.
you're
Yeah,
just
I don't-
naked.
I'm not fucking naked at my core. I have so much fucking hair that it might as well not matter.
Zach, we're in the hot tub. Take off your sweater.
He's like, I did. This is my skin at this point.
Because yes, I've been
Wait,
naked hot tubbing before.
was that the whole thing?
No. This is where I was coming
Yeah,
to this
what are
thought.
you getting at?
The thought here was like, how do you feel about people coming to you? Like, no matter what you do in your
feel
life,
great.
you've lived your life. You've been outside. People have seen your fucking face and your body. Not naked, but just your body. There's nothing you can do to stop somebody from, like, rubbing one out to you.
Okay.
Whether it's jacking off or rubbing their titter-tatter. Their
Their
little
titter-tatter.
Their titter-tatter,
Their
their
titter-
clit, their
First of
fucking,
all,
their clam.
bean, man.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think.
my
Yeah, but,
tater
like,
tot.
because I've had this conversation before.
I
And
don't-
people are like, they don't like it.
I don't think anybody's doing that with
But you
my
don't know
image.
that.
But like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't have a problem with it. That's flattering.
See, and I said the same thing. I was like,
agree,
that's a
but
compliment.
I can't imagine that it's happened.
No,
Yeah.
it has.
I can't,
Oh, I bet it has.
except for only one person.
No. I bet it happened to all of us at least once, maybe quite a few times, actually.
Maybe. I guess.
Well,
I
and
don't
Blake
know.
goes to the gym a lot. You're going to sit there and tell me that you don't see,
That's a good point.
some type of woman
There's some
that's
chick-
probably not attractive
Well,
to
we-
you.
we could be talking about dudes here too.
Yeah, dudes, especially.
Oh, and you were a gay magnet in school.
Yeah.
I
probably.
was?
I was.
Yeah. Do you remember having several problems with that one guy
Oh,
that you had to
yeah.
tell? Like you
Yeah.
had to like straight up tell him, dude, please leave me alone. Like,
Right. Yeah. I do remember.
So,
that.
$100 said he beat his dick off to you.
oh yeah, for
Yeah, he
sure.
did. That's like so much less cool. But like, I
No, it was uncool because he approached you, and that's what made it uncool.
well,
it's
no,
uncool
no,
'cause it was
no.
gay.
So if somebody walked up to you and was like, "I beat my dick to you,"
That's it's
then
fine.
it's aggressive.
It's fine.
and it's unflattering.
It
Because he's
is.
creepy as fuck.
But I
Someone
mean-
came up to me and said that, then I'd be like,
Don't love that.
Okay, don't love that.
Yeah,
I
but
guess I don't know.
I'm
like,
working, sir.
we
I'd
should
be like, that's disgusting, and you shouldn't say that in public. Turn around. Oh my God.
Right?
We
They're
should
like,
be-
you gonna follow me on Facebook now?
I
My
mean,
Insta?
We should be happy
That's
that
really-
somebody wants to do that to us.
that's your own prerogative, but I honestly cannot say that I would believe that has happened.
No, I bet you it has.
For you, I bet it has, yeah.
I bet you.
I bet for everyone.
I know for a fact it has.
But the point is I know for a fact. I guess I can't say for a fact, but I
Looking
know
at a picture of Gavin,
that
where are you,
people
fucking
have definitely
bird?
done it. And the thing is, you just never think about it because you don't feel like you're that attractive as a person.
Yeah, you really would.
You don't. You don't think about like.
Do you know what's funny? The version of you that they're picturing is so much better at doing it than you are.
Well, yeah.
That guy moves more than his head.
Dude, that guy thrusts for 6 minutes instead of 4.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, 4?
Huh?
4?
Yeah.
Man, someone's thinking pretty highly of me.
Damn it, fantasy me is 2 minutes better.
Well, and that's the one problem.
Fantasy me.
How would you feel if you had if you were actually being involved with somebody and they were like, do the thing to you, and then you have to sit there and you're actually like, well, we're a kind of a thing and we haven't done it yet. So at that point, you're like, shit, do I have to like fight my dream me? Like,
I
your
bet-
pervert version of me is better than me,
I don't know.
I bet fantasy me comes in a way cooler way.
right? It doesn't do that weird.
Instead of like,
Yeah. It hurts.
There's no way anybody's ever fantasized that big.
Yeah. Exactly. They're all like some weird majestic
And you
fucking
just-
wind blowy hair move. And he's all like,
and you do this like,
shit.
like, and that's, it's not cool.
It's
You
not
know,
cool.
It's not cool in any sense.
For anybody at home listening, you can go ahead and mark off your weekly easily offensive bingo talks about cum.
Yeah.
yeah. What was the bet you lost last week?
Oh, that you guys wouldn't bring up animal dicks. No
Lost it
shit.
again.
No shit. This is what happened. Chelsea's all like, I bet you they're going to talk about dicks. No, I was the one who was actually, I bet they won't. And sure as shit, halfway through the podcast, Blake's all like,
What do you
let's
think
look up some animal dicks. How big do you think an elephant's cock is?
What do you think? How do you think a big a reindeer's dick is?
Yeah. And I was just like, what the
And I mean,
fuck,
like,
dude?
I switched gears that fast.
Dude,
There was no
just-
transition.
We
just
like
to prove 'em wrong.
Dude,
I didn't
just
know. I
fuck.
didn't know.
He had no clue. I had to bring
I
it
was
up.
like-
I was like, "Are you fucking kidding
I think
me?"
I said, just to lighten the mood, look up a giraffe dick or something like
Yeah.
that. And he was like, fuck. I can't remember what it was.
"Dude, I
It
was."
was reindeer dick.
It was reindeer.
Oh,
Out of
reindeer
the
dick.
blue and fucking ruins
In
it.
the spirit of
The holiday.
Christmas.
Yeah.
They're upsettingly long and thin.
Why do you know?
Because I saw that one video of that deer trying to fuck that guy. Have you ever
We,
seen that video?
I think I have.
And I just
What was
remember
that?
thinking that looks painful.
What did we look up last week about the dick curve?
Oh yeah,
It's the condition.
yeah. There's a medical
We looked
condition
up
for
the
a
condition
big
for
dick.
no
and it
for
shows
a
about the
curved dick, you
surgeries
idiot.
about fixing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We watched.
Yeah.
Or didn't watch. We looked it up
And those images were haunting.
Dude, they were giving directions.
on how to do it.
Like these dicks were so sideways.
Like they like
Yeah.
degrees. That's how fucking. This
I
one
guess
looked like a
pull it
candy
up.
cane,
Hold
dude.
it up, Zach. I
Gotta
can't remember
see
what
it
the
now.
I can't remember what the condition's called anymore.
You could wait for the last episode to come out.
Oh, they curve that much.
Oh,
huh?
Dylan's been waiting for the last episode to come out.
No,
Sideways dick.
You know what's funny is I wonder
condition.
if the camera doesn't get it. It doesn't get it very well. But you can see Zach's face just go, fuck you guys.
Peyronie's disease. Yeah.
Yeah, Peyronie's disease.
You want to get fucked around a corner?
Because he could. Just the tip, though.
Severe. He put severe.
That's
You didn't
why I
even
typed
have-
last. That's why I typed last week.
Oh,
too.
did you?
Did you?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember if you did or didn't.
Oh
Whoa.
god.
Ow, that one always hurts.
Why is that one? Oh, they're okay, man. I'm all set.
He's like, I'm already done with this shit show.
Like I said, the
You don't
images.
have to look at the surgery ones.
we're
God.
haunting.
God damn it. That
We just look at curved dicks that aren't cut open.
Oh,
that
that
one.
one right there. Right there. That one's not cut open, but it is curved
Look
as
at-
shit.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
That's why I was like, this thing's. You can hitchhike with that.
I think I'd be like, you're pranking me. You're not even hard yet.
Right. He's all picking up cups with it.
That's weird too, because the doctor, like, he's got to get you a boner going to see how curved it is. How does that happen?
He gives you
I'm
medicine.
Sure, how does that happen?
Naturally and
So the
injury probably.
injury, yeah,
Both of
yeah,
those.
both.
That's
Like-
when she's when you slide out when
And then you
she's
try
on
to put it
top
back
and
in.
you don't
Jam it
realign
back
right.
in.
Yeah.
Oh, that just made
Get her
my
thigh.
day.
She's all like, "You want to come on me?" And he pulls out and comes on the wall.
Dude, those guys had to be wearing out a side.
He
That's
comes
how-
on himself, just like
he has to like.
He's like, I guess we have saltwater fish now.
Dude, no, he just starts
how he
that way and
does
then goes in. You know, he's just doing it this way and then he curves in and just.
He
finish.
plays music
Do
to
like
keep
you-
rhythm. If you want my body and you think I'm sexy, come on, fuck my creepy dick.
you guys were like,
You were good harmonized.
It was
You were
pretty good,
harmonized
except
pretty well.
I knew I realized at the end he was going to change the word, so I had to stop because I would just stepped on it.
All right, so you guys are all yay to getting beat off too, and
What?
what?
Did you say we're yayed?
Yay is.
We're
yay,
okay
you
with it.
agree.
Oh, I think
no, I don't. I don't want people beating off to me.
No, I'm all for it.
Yeah,
you don't
it's a
want people to
compliment,
beat off
dude.
to you?
No.
See,
Why
here-
you because you feel like it'd be some weird fetish,
Yeah.
like some like fucking love,
ginger bitches with fucking beards.
fucking love couch potatoes. Or whatever.
Beardsovertits.com.
Beards and tits.
I like guys that sit and scratch their tummies.
No,
this.
like literally a beard right over tits.
Uh,
oh, okay.
I don't know. I still think it's a compliment.
Wait, you really have a problem with it?
Well,
It's flattering,
like,
dude. You
like
should-
them telling me, yeah.
No, they definitely
just,
don't want to
just,
hear about
just
it. but-
like you get a monthly list in the mail that says 11 people beat off to you.
Yeah, no, I'd feel
Or-
a little uncomfortable.
I don't think I would. I would think I'd be more flattered.
Dude.
I'd be like, holy shit, 11
No,
people?
I'd be
Come
like
on.
month after month. I'd be like, oh, I'm down this month. Like,
No, I
I
know.
lost a
I'd be like,
follower.
it'd be like TikTok likes. Like, God damn it, that
Yeah.
didn't do very good.
like I got to like go out and be sexy in public more
right?
often. Man.
yeah, you'd be like everything you did. You'd be like flexing and stuff, trying to like putting your product on the shelf.
Yeah, never done that before.
Wearing tight fucking yoga pants all of a sudden.
Never done that before. Oh, okay.
Dude, I don't know. That's like
I'm
that
like,
moment you
'cause I
start
have.
working out.
That would be me living differently for sure.
You know what would be the weirdest part is if like you went from, being yourself and like gaining muscle and then losing likes.
Oh, if like the better in
Oh.
shape you got.
You know
Yeah.
what? Can I? I'm
Then,
gonna make.
you know how weird that would? I'd be like, fuck, that kind of hurts my feelings.
Let's make a new platform, and it's
Would you beat off to me?
Yeah, and instead of likes, it's jacks.
It's Jax. I jacked
many
it
jacks
to
did you
this.
get?
How many jacks
Hey.
did you get this week?
That's funny. That would be really cool.
Okay,
All right, we got to make a contest
Do we?
like the Feet Finder one that we never did.
Dude, like I said, I
Who
got
jacked it
a
to-
lot of it done, and then I just didn't finish.
we're
like,
gonna jack it to other people.
I missed it.
I missed that
Weird. Oh, I made a cum joke.
one.
Damn.
But I really did get like a good chunk of the form filled out, and then I didn't finish.
Oh,
So, yeah, so I was just like,
I
oh,
didn't finish.
yeah, I just didn't finish.
Me
just
either.
didn't finish.
Yeah, like when you're going out and you're just like, you know what, you keep bringing up your dead
Dude.
dog. I don't want to do this anymore.
How many times?
And that, say it with me, never fucking happened.
Dude, whatever. When you're having sex with your significant other,
I'm sorry,
they
all the
will go out
fucking
of their
time.
they'll go out of their way to ruin their own orgasm. You'd be like almost there. You're both almost
She's
there.
like, God damn it, my dog died.
No, she's all like, did we leave the oven on? Or yeah, like
So
something
next-
happens and they're
so
upset.
next week,
Gavin,
so next
that's how
week
you
Peyton
know
has-
they weren't almost there.
That's how you know you weren't doing your job, dude.
Dude,
He's
maybe,
like,
maybe.
I left the oven on.
No, so
He's
it's
like,
never
you're
that
both
for me.
almost there.
I
Like,
forgot
"You
about
weren't."
my hot pockets in
So
the
it's not,
microwave.
it's not like that for me. It's
But
I'm
it's-
getting blown, and she'll stop. And like, so Peyton has
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
therapy, and I'm like, I really couldn't care less about that kid right now.
It's hard
Dude,
to nut when you're
Did
thinking
that
about
happen?
Yeah.
Several all the time. She'll be like,
We need to have a talk with your ladies.
No, I'm just. It's not even. It's,
That is some subjects that can wait
after.
3.5 minutes.
It's not so it's not as,
Like,
as obvious as like the
And
oven
it's
or
stuff
something.
like that, like
It's
all the time.
It
all,
is. It's
all the time.
It's always something though. Like something happens, or like
you say my son's name one more time, I'm gonna be softer than a Serta, okay? You need to shut up.
And that's what. So this is what gets me. She'll do that, right? Well, I'll be enjoying it, like
I love that you did that.
getting real close, and then she'll stop and she'll start talking about stuff that I couldn't give a fuck about in that moment, and then I'll start to get soft because she's taking my buzz away, and then she's like,
Does it make the pop noise like when you take your mouth off a bottle? Anyway, so he's gonna.
But then I'll start to get soft, and then she'll be like, "Oh, you're not enjoying it." I'm like, "No, I was," until we started talking about Shaniqua from your job, who pissed you off.
Dude,
Yeah, black girls make me soft. That's what Zach said.
Okay.
That's so rude, Zach.
but the point is that like the random things will come up, and they'll bring it up.
Say
or-
we're going to California.
I'm not fucking saying it.
Oh my god! Oh shit!
Blows the back of her head off.
Come on, we're going to Disneyland, right?
Let's make matching shirts.
Why am I hard?
And like
The
that,
matching shirts thing, guys.
Yeah,
Don't be
of
fucking
course.
pervs.
I'm
about
just
it.
saying,
I
Zach,
thought
you
you
take
meant
it like
about
a
the
champ, and I
kids.
gotta respect that.
What?
I said you take the jokes like a champ, and I gotta respect it.
Yeah.
I take it. My
Hold
on.
No, tell us. What do you
Tread
take?
lightly,
He's like, I take it hard.
but not as hard as those children.
let me back this one up so I can not say something incriminating again.
Just like the
I
children
take those
backed
jokes
it
a
up
lot
into you.
better than Trevor takes the jokes towards him.
Oh, that's for sure.
I guess I'd have to agree.
Agreed.
Definitely.
Anyway,
So let's find a new subject.
Well, Dylan had a story.
Yeah, you had a short story you wanted to tell us. You didn't have to do.
What one was it?
I
I
can't
don't know.
remember.
You never told us. It
God
just
damn
happened.
It. We said
anyway,
it.
so I call that.
No,
new
I
driver
told that
low
one. There was
clearance.
another one that came up. Oh, sitting on my
funny.
nuts.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was in 7th grade.
Really?
Was it a school bus?
Anyway, it's no secret at this point between our friends that I have long nuts. When they're hot, they're long. Contrary to common belief, my retractor is not broken. They are normal nuts most of the time. When they are warm, they are long.
So
Keep-
here's a question:
keep
Is your nuts
talking-
hang like a dog's like tongue when he's like trying to cool off?
Yeah, pretty much.
So keep talking about this, and you're gonna get a jack on your.
Oh, yeah.
You're-
I'm going for 3 jacks on this story. So
Hell
I'm in
yeah.
7th grade. Oh, 4 jacks. And I walk into art class.
He's like, you can't beat off to your own picture. That's just being narcissistic.
Oh, yes, I can. I walk into art class, and I sit down in the hard
Plastic
desks,
seats.
you know, with the armrest and all that.
Those things are
And
so
I'm
stiff.
just sitting there waiting for the bell to ring. I'm like 30 seconds early or whatever. And after I'm sitting there for a minute, the teacher like immediately starts handing out our popsicle stick sculptures that we made the week prior. And as I'm sitting there waiting for her to call my name out, I mean, the bell hasn't even rang for class to start yet. I'm like all of a sudden sick to my stomach. Like so much pain in my stomach. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Oh my God, I felt fine. Right before I'm like, so I kind of shift around and I just feel my beanbag like pop out. And I'm like, there's no way, dude. There's no way I just sat on my own balls. And it was such a pain that I wasn't like, ow, I sat on my balls. It was like,
a delayed.
What grade was this
like,
in?
why do I feel so terrible? Like 7th?
7th.
It was
really.
at the junior high that's now the dollar store. What grade were you in?
8th or
That
9th.
sounds like.
Oh,
Rigby
so
to
I
me.
was in 8th, 9th. I don't know. I was in 8th
Turned
or
our
9th, I
school
guess.
to a
Either way.
Dollar Tree.
Either way, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I proceed to get sick as a dog. I release my nuts from my butt prison, and
You sound
I'm
like a
like-
drag queen.
it didn't get better. It was like, I feel as bad as I've ever felt before. This is what death feels like. And so I'm like, I gotta get out of here, right? and the bell just rings for class to start. I stand up, walk over to our crazy hippie teacher, and she's like, and I just go up to her and I say, I have to leave. And she goes, what the fuck? You know? And then she's like, do you want your popsicles? Go. And I'm like, throw it away. And I fucking just stumbled out the door, fell out the door almost, right?
Was this in the trailer in the middle of the courtyard?
No, it was in the back building where the art room was.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And so you have to stumble outside to walk across the courtyard to get into the main building because I'm like, for whatever reason, the feeling that I felt after sitting on my own testicles was I need to be in the bathroom. And so I stumble through the door, go blind. Then I'm like, that's not good, right? Because I went all the way blind, like it was nighttime. I'm like, oh, fuck. I can't see shit. And so, like, I'd imagine if you were just happened to be outside, you would just all of a sudden see me fall out of the art building, stumbling around like, and I'm trying to, and finally my sight comes back. It was like standing up too fast on an extreme level.
Yeah.
My sight comes back. I stumble into the main building. I'm just like, I have to sit on the toilet. I don't know why. I didn't have to. Like, I was fine. My body was like, am I going to shit my pants? I don't know. So I went into the bathroom, pulled my pants down, sat on the toilet, passed out like this, like fucking, laying on myself. And there I stayed until the next class.
Jesus.
And the next class was the final class of the day. There was a kid that I was in art class with, and then my typing class was the last one. So the bell rings. I'm like, okay, like I'm fine. So I pull my pants up, get out of the bathroom, go to my last class, sit down. That kid's sitting next to me. He's like, dude, where did you go? You just like fucked off all of a sudden from art class. And then like you're gone, and now you're here again. And I'm like, yeah, I sat on my balls. And he's like, what? I'm like, I know. I was as shocked as you are.
That's crazy.
God, dude.
And that's the
you must
most
have pinched
embarrassing
a
story
nerve
of all
or
time.
something.
I don't know, man. It was bad.
Because
though.
I've been kicked in the balls and didn't react like that.
See, but it was like imagine getting kicked in the balls in slow motion.
Sounds like you got brain freeze on
With your
nuts.
Yeah, my body was literally like, shut it down.
He's like,
Shut
shut
this
up.
fucking thing down.
So this
you
is
got sick, went blind, went to the bathroom, took a nap, and then went to your.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
So I actually have a sit on your nuts story. I was on the school bus.
I don't remember you sitting on my nuts. But go ahead. baby.
Yeah, no, right. No, you weren't there. I was on the school bus, and we were going to your guys' actually the junior high,
Okay, yeah.
because I was in the alternative, so we had to be bussed out fucking forever. Anyway, got there to transfer buses, and this bitch hits this fucking pothole. I go up, and I go up. Yeah, I like pop off the seat.
Ass.
Yeah, dude. And I thought it was like just something like little light, dude. And I landed on my balls, square on my balls, and I was like, "Oh my fucking dude!" And I was like, "I had to shit." Like I was like, my stomach hurt, but like I was like, I have to poop.
It makes your stomach hurt, and then your brain's like,
You might as well.
your brain's like, okay, this is some severe pain we're experiencing here. We need, fuck it, let's take a shit.
Right? Dude, for real. For real. I was like, I didn't even think it was possible. It's crazy. You spend your whole life, you're like, these nuts have been under me my whole life, and never once have they've been sat on. They have never been abused like this ever. And I've been kicked in the balls, and I've never needed to just like, oh, my
It's
asshole.
so different. That's all the weight, dude. That's crushing weight right on your boys. And I've swear to God,
Fuck
ever
it.
since that day that one of them's flat.
Yeah, dude, I really
And then I
should.
had Kylan, and I was sure I did something wrong.
God, dude.
That's never happened to any of you two?
I've definitely had some pinches here and there, but never anything
Wait,
as severe.
Hold on. Wasn't it you that said who zips themselves up?
Yeah.
Who zips their dick up?
Well, he's saying he's careful about like a zipper.
Obviously not careful enough when he's sitting down.
Well, the zipper's mechanical. You can look for that. Your balls
I mean,
just fall underneath
You're
you.
like
Yeah,
you're
there's
handling it with the zipper thing. I mean, dude, my balls are long. They
He's got
just
some long
happen to
balls.
make it back there. I don't know, dude. It's my cross.
But
to
that's
bear.
the thing is, like I said, is like your balls have always been underneath you, and never once have you ever just sat on your nuts.
It's actually wild that we don't do it more.
Yeah,
Even
that's what I
with-
was thinking.
Like, even if you don't have terribly long testicles
You
or
still-
TLTs, I'm gonna start saying like I have TLC, and they're like, "What's that?" Terribly long cock.
I was thinking about TLT. I have terribly long testicles.
TLTs.
But that's the
Dude,
thing.
I
is,
had
like,
tits that one day, terribly injured testicles. Like my goddamn tits. My boy tits hurt. I sat on my boy tits.
and Blake has no idea.
I was saying, I was like, I have terribly long testicles or TLTs. I was like, that day I had tits, terribly injured testicles. I sat on my boy tits.
Sat on my boy tits.
Zach's not gonna make it through this.
Fucking crying. I'm laughing so hard.
Sat on my boy tits.
I think that was a solid, like, 30 seconds of me laughing and not saying a single fucking word.
Dude.
Oh, something about boy tits, man.
I can't fucking.
Oh,
Crying. I fucking.
You're crying.
Wow.
oh, that one hurt.
Blake's all phoning himself up. He's like, I don't have boy titties.
I don't.
I went temporarily blind for a minute there.
He needs to go to the bathroom and take a nap.
Zach, I don't know if you're going to remember, but I think you're about to say something.
I don't know. Nope, I don't remember.
Damn.
You missed it, Blake.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
I had to take a hot piss. And I got back in time to, like, I left. I heard TLTs on the way out. And then I
pissed
came
loud
back
as
and. You pissed loud as fuck.
You pissed loud as
I
fuck,
think
boy.
that's pretty cool.
What are you
That's my
frying chicken in there?
But really. Dude, that's my favorite TikTok ever.
Oh my lord, my eyes hurt. My head. I have a headache from laughing now.
Don't hold it in.
I've had a good time. Did you guys have any subjects?
That's old shit.
These all suck.
boy tits.
I don't care how old they are, they suck.
Is that Blake's?
I think it is.
Those
yeah.
are out of context notes.
Thanksgiving draft mashed taters.
Oh my god.
Hey, that was from last Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that was last thing.
You want to know what? The review on those was trash.
What?
Oh, yeah. Well, we were trying shit.
Yeah.
This says Nick Bosa is hot
Yeah. Well, he is.
Well, he is.
in Blake's handwriting.
Well, I wrote that.
He's like, it's my notepad. It has his name on it.
He found something.
Jeff and Greg mashup episode. Touch your asshole in the shower.
Wait, what?
Says touch your asshole in the shower.
What did,
Why does it
I don't
say
even know
that?
Who knows, dude? Like, I was making bullet points.
Bullet points. He's like, that's
I
a
feel
hot
like we
topic.
don't talk. We
The
didn't-
thing is sometimes it was stuff that was already said. Sometimes it was stuff that we needed to talk about.
That's it.
I think we need to talk about that.
Do you guys touch your buttholes in the shower?
PS2 better than N64. Trevor died.
That's what that one's run its course for sure.
How deep are recreation area restrooms? I remember that one.
Yeah, we found
Favorite
out.
way for Trevor to die?
Damn.
Oh my god.
Hit by a bus.
Touch your own asshole, though. I think
I think we did talk about that.
I
a
think
little.
that was like me asking, like for years in the shower or whatever. Like Lena wouldn't touch my butthole.
What?
Like it wouldn't touch my butthole in the shower.
that, why?
I don't know. I thought
Hey,
that
you
was
just soap up and it's not like you're like
because it's
get
gay,
it,
bro.
you know.
No.
You
I
just-
didn't either,
I
actually.
mean, I am.
I got the removable shower head so I could power wash it.
Yeah, but
Yep.
like
Hands free.
But now you take that loofah and really get in there, and it's kind of awesome.
Is it only the asshole?
You know what's funny is like I keep kind of
Sitting on your
balls.
nuts?
Yeah, you sat on your boy tits,
yeah,
didn't you?
now he's thinking about it.
You sat on your boy tits, didn't you?
Dude, I'm gonna love it. One day Zach's gonna sit on his boy tits, and out of nowhere, he's gonna be like, "Oh, my boy tits!" You know, he's just gonna be
Marissa's
man
gonna be
down.
like, what?
I'm gonna be in public and I'm gonna sit down. Oh, my boy tits.
No, you know what? His wife's gonna be like blowing him, and then she's gonna look up and be like, "You want me to tickle your boy tits?"
Dude, that'd be fucking hilarious. The only episode she listens to, we should just text
He's like,
her.
yeah, tickle my boy tits.
Rather than like talking about appointments and shit.
I don't know. That would actually turn me on a little bit. Like, oh, you listen to the book?
We got to go to the pediatrician on Monday.
And I'm not joking. She does. And then I get soft, and she's like,
That's
"Oh,
fucking wild.
you're not attracted to me anymore. This doesn't feel good." I'm like,
Oh my god,
I'm like, I can't win. I
Yep.
can't fucking win.
dude, the body image is a real problem
You caught me.
for everyone.
It had nothing to do with.
You know
know,
what?
talk about the
I'm gay
pediatrician.
too. How about that?
All right, guys. I think.
Yeah,
It's a good stop.
Yeah, I think I ruined it about 5 minutes ago.
we're kind of.
I think. Oh, I have a massive headache now. So
Do you?
yeah, I laughed for like a solid 30 seconds at least.
From my head all the way down to my boy tits.
Blake, are you ready?
Yeah, I think it's that time.
Okay, let me. I wasn't prepared.
too busy
I'm
fucking
keeping.
around with. The
I'm
new
keeping it
groove.
100. I wasn't ready. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the episode this week. We'll be back again next week with another one. Please listen. Follow us on all of our socials, TikTok, Instagram. We'll see you next week. Thanks for listening.